What will be your poison? Just me a warm ale. Here you go.
See, you can't tell. You can't tell it was me. You can't tell it was me. Because these people in this fucking ambience, literally, like little fucking goblins. They're like little goblins in this fucking ambience. Like, wait, give it a minute. Like, what are they on about in this? Okay, I'm sitting down.
Here you go, lad.
Here you go, lads. They talk like little goblins in there. Like, what the hell is going on with that? Anyway, that's the wrong one. This is the right one.
Forgot that I get actual spells because of my level. I'm not stupid.
Microwave. The microwave. Is that what we're on about? Hold on. Is it actually?
Staring soon.
Stoop because the staring soon. What's it called? Yeah, I'm supposed to have some of these spells. I'm just stupid because of my levels. I don't even have some of them, but I know that some of these are messed up.
Why is it so quiet? Jeez, I'm sorry. Let me.
You're good.
We gotta get a couple of things going here. I need to open my notes and everything. If you could all give me a second. In the meantime, while I'm doing that, what happened? What happened last time? You know, let's fill everybody in.
We went to bed.
You all did go to
Speak to
bed.
Ballista.
Went to bed. I took a little nappy nap.
I wasn't here.
I fucking
Only
destroyed
in
that
this.
tree. We beat up the tree, killed it, started to run away rapidly. And I roundhouse kicked a ballista bolt and dodged out the way of a fucking mecha, whatever.
Yeah, Yarto, you know, was almost shot. This is like... Okay, wow, everything is really quiet in this one. Sorry, I didn't think the ambience would be this
weird.
quiet. Anyhow, that was what happened previously.
The captain's weird.
Captain, you know, he's just working his job, you know? He's just working at the local tavern.
His many
jobs. He was working at the local tavern. From where we last were, though, everybody had decided to go to sleep for the night, you know. They had just had a long day of fighting out in the forest, you know, dodging ballista bolts, mechanized robot suits that somehow a bunch of racist forest elves were able to conjure up, and, most importantly, they had killed the Evertree, which was very important, but the only person who does know that, or even felt any sort of presence from it, was Tempest. With that, you all are, like, waking up at this point. I don't think I accounted for, oh, shit, I clicked the wrong
my ass and I slapped my nuts. Breathing in.
Where's the time counter? It's about, you know, mid-afternoon at this point, you know. The day has kind of gone by. You all got here at like you all got here kind of in the afternoon, you know. It's 10 hours until the end of the day. That would be like...
I sleep for 4 hours.
Well, what would you
I
have
sleep
been?
for 6.
What would you have been? I mean,
I don't even sleep. I just sit there for 4 hours.
just fiddling. It's kind of
I sit for 6 hours.
It's
I had to
kind
check
of
if I had problems.
it's kind of getting to, you know, be nighttime by this point, since you all basically did go to sleep, you know, at kind of you know, the middle of the day. I mean, you did get out of the forest in like the afternoon, only to...
I thought we got there like early.
No.
Yeah, you said we got into the tavern at 4 a.m.
Yes.
Yeah.
At 4
4 a.m. That's not early.
You said 4 a.m.
Wait, okay, hold on. My math
We've
with
been
the...
awake-
I need to, like,
we've been
have a
awake for a long
time
time.
down here next to the time left thing. I need, like... Because you got there at, like, 4 a.m. You would have slept for 8 hours.
I
Got
would
there
have
at
slept for 4 hours.
You would have slept for 4, so 8 a.m.
I would have slept for 6.
So it is now directly high noon. The sun is shining. Everything is going wonderfully. with that, though, who... What are we all doing now that we've awoken in the tavern? I imagine we're all congregating downstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you all, kind of come downstairs, the
Yeah,
tavern,
I'm already down there.
being what it is, a tavern, not only selling the nicest ale that the land could tell you. Well, not really. I mean, this is Denza Point. You're not in Flumen. But now that it's around lunchtime, the lunch rush has kind of started. Faith, the captain had already finished his repairs on you, to your armor. And you kind of notice that normally where your armor might cover, like, your more sensitive components, like your joints, or your your inner workings, it's kind of seemed to fail to calibrate to relock in that position. I'm gonna need you to set your con score to 10.
Yep.
I will explain why in but a moment, but as you all kind of congregate downstairs, the captain's, working behind the counter, the red scales kind of reflecting the sun off of him coming through the window, and he kind of waves to you all as he comes down, and a little gnome comes through the door. This little guy catches your attention because he's very much struggling to open the door. He's wearing a little white lab coat, and he's got a little white bowler hat on almost, and he's got the nerdiest little glasses that you could see, round spectacles. And are you all are together, right?
Yeah.
It's the early morning, or well, it's the afternoon.
Noon.
I'm sure it's noon. I'm sure, but you still are all waking up. And this little gnome comes up to you, specifically up to Faith, and asks, "Excuse me, are you a one Faith? F4ITH? Is that? Am I right in assuming that?"
Correct. That is quite correct.
Okay,
She's like still trying to fiddle with the door.
Great. No, he's kind of opened the door and walked toward you all.
No, he's fiddling with like his little door opening with his armor. Like, trying to fiddle with his stuff.
You are.
Not
Okay.
the guy.
Close it.
Faith.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, not the guy. I am.
Great. So, I was coming here to give you all a little better bit of news, but I do have an unfortunate... Would you mind if I bought you all drinks? Because I'm probably going to tell you something that's not the best, and judging by how you all look, you all just got up.
I'll take a drink. I'll take a drink in the morning. Sure.
Uh,
I'll take a drink in the morning.
Barkeep, could we get a couple of mugs of ale for these three? Do you all drink? Even?
Yeah,
Hmm.
I do.
I don't particularly.
You? No, he listens to the answers from Yartil and Lixon and then motions to you, Tempest. Do you? By chance?
I can go for one.
Alright, 2 mugs of ale and I guess a hot chocolate for the Dragonborn here. He kind of like climbs up an empty stool and he kind of like pats next to him where there's 3 empty stools. Not enough for all 4 of you, but there are 3 that you could sit next to him with.
I need to stand. That's okay, I guess.
No, I'll stand. You take a seat.
See, y'all are sitting next to him?
Yes.
No, I'm standing.
Well, okay,
Yeah.
Yartil's standing, but Faith,
Standing,
Lixon,
positive.
and Tempest, you all sit
I'll
as
sit, I guess.
as the captain, kind of comes out, 2 mugs of ale in hand and hot chocolate in one. He hands Lixon the hot chocolate first and hands both Tempest and Faith a mug of ale, and he just kind of looks at Faith for a second and just like, can you drink?
I mean, fuel. I mean, charcoal. It's not really the same thing, but I guess.
I won't question it. I just wanted to know. And he steps back and goes back into the kitchen to prepare someone else's order. And the little gnome kind of, without his own drink, sits there and he's like, "So, your robot friend here, right? You see, you know he was made in our labs up the well, not really road. We don't have roads here. Up the way a little. You know, the big research lab, big metal tower out on top. You can't really miss it, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it before.
You all know we made Faith as an experiment. Of course, when we were approached by the client who desired us to give Faith to you, we weren't quite sure what they wanted. You know, they basically just said to replace them, and we thought this was a perfect chance to, you know, test a little thing.
I don't like this is going.
What kind of thing?
We might have programmed in a way for a robot to worship a god. Now, granted, I mean, knowing and hearing from what I've heard recently, you know, it sounds like it's working pretty well. I mean, you can F4, you can cast spells, yes?
That is correct.
Like cantrips, you know, other tiered spells. I mean, you can cast those. There's no issues with it. Doesn't mess with your components.
That is yeah.
Okay, so the thing about that is we might have sort of mistaken the prototype version for our actual version, and I don't think I need to really exemplify that a prototype version of a chip such as this capacity is not built for real field use. Yeah, in general. And I was supposed to come over here and say after that whole spiel, good news, we have the chip that could replace this, but I don't have the chip that could replace this. I think it was stolen a couple nights ago. My boss has just not really, you know, told me anything. He just said to say it got stolen and that it was in his office. I don't know as much as you know, he might, but he told me to come over and say that, and I'm afraid that with the prototype chip, and it looks like it's already starting, it's going to slowly degrade due to the lack of hardware manufacturing practices that were not used on it. What I'm trying to say is your robot's gonna break down and eventually become immobile and useless if we don't fix this. But you can see where my problems come in from that, because I don't have the thing to help you fix it.
Fantastic.
Do any of you respond to him?
Listen, you were saying something.
Oh, me? Oh, where? How exactly do we get the thing needed to fix?
I mean, it was stolen, and I think I might have a good idea of who did, you know, as an off-the-record kind of thing. I might have an idea of who took it, but the boss doesn't really want to admit it. There was, you might have heard the reports, I mean, unless you've been stuck in the forest for the past couple of days. There's been reports of a more magically attuned gang that have been roaming the realm, you know, committing very basic crimes. And they have a distinct calling card, you know. They like to cast Firebolt a couple times in every room they steal something from. And the little I looked in on my boss's room, you know, his office, there were very distinct singe marks all over the walls, and the chip was missing. So, you know, I have a feeling that just possibly he's not telling me that, it was stolen by a bunch of novice criminals. I mean, that's what I know. I do actually know.
Oh.
Yeah? What were you gonna say? I think, Faith, you were...
No, I didn't say anything.
Oh. Does anybody
Yeah, for this entire time, Yatho's just been like zoned out, like unsure what's happening, just kind of looking at the ale that was placed in front of Faith, and then just like kind of tunes in at um, like a thief. Just,
Staring.
huh? Oh. Just like just confused what's happening, but just had like a thief around and just like, huh?
Yeah, I mean, we think, and I mean this in no shade to you guys, but we probably think, Lepori Swiftfoot might be a part of it.
Hmm?
They detached from you all. I mean, the
I
guy
thought you
had
guys said Lepori was dead.
what?
Uh,
I'm
Dead.
chugging my drink.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, no, I'm chugging the entire glass with it in there.
Listen's going to go try to jug the hot chocolate and then realize it's hot and then like burn his mouth.
oh,
Yatho's like ear is twitching slightly. I thought you said. Are you okay? First of all.
I'm fine. Just give me a second.
I really doubt it's Lepori.
is this a sore
I mean,
subject?
You never know.
If it's Lepori, okay, where can we find him?
Well, I mean, that was the other thing I was going to say. They do have some magical item dealers. I think there are a lot of cursed ones. They kind of hang around different parts of town. There's a distinctly red-hooded guy hangs out, kind of in the back ways of all the little temporary housing. If he kind of points toward the door, and since the door has a little window on it, he points outside, and you can see, all the little houses, the pop-up cabins built. He hangs around, kind of that area, wears a distinctly red robe, got a red hood on that kind of obscures his face. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's a part of the gang. They distinctly wear a lot of red colors. I mean, I think if you want to get a start on anything, you'd maybe want to talk to the guy. Who knows? He could maybe even have the chip as well. I'm not sure, but I'm no, fighter. I'm not gonna go steal it back. If I would, I'd be in a lot of trouble. But that would
You?
no
Yatho's ear
problem.
is still twitching. It's just like a slight jingling of the earring.
If you don't mind me asking, how are you so sure it's not Lepori? I mean, I get it if you're covering for them or anything, but criminal written all over the guy, and then he just
As far as I
disappeared.
know,
Not-
he's dead.
Do not speak ill of the board.
I
Dead?
was gonna say, I'm pretty sure I've been told that they're dead.
I mean,
I was not there for it, but according to Tempest and Faith, and he's not with us anymore.
oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have intruded on that. I've made this awkward. He kind of, fluffs his lab coat and he hops down from his little chair. The Red Hood guy might be hanging around. It is noon. He might be getting ready to set up shop. If you were to catch him by surprise, I'd do it now. And he kind of walks over to the door and begins fiddling with it before another patron who notices, little gnome trying to reach the doorknob opens it for him and he slips his way out.
I'm gonna grab the now finally I'm gonna grab the ale from in front of Faith, take a sip and go just kinda lean on the bar and go, I think we need to have a talk. Cause you all said that Lepori Swiftfoot was dead.
The room exploded.
But
A lot of
apparently
things
it's been,
exploded.
I've only heard of Lepori through you guys talking about. Apparently it sounds like a fucking impossible to kill. Does the thing have any weakness? It's so funny. Do they have any weaknesses?
Let's
It's
just go catch
switching.
that person by surprise. I don't want to talk
No,
about
I
it.
think I need to know this.
I don't like talking about this.
Oh boy.
Do you know if they have any weakness? That's literally all I would like to know. Just because apparently he sounds like a god.
I'm walking out of the room like Tavern. I'm just
I'd
leaving.
like to get myself fixed, please. Let's get going.
Faith, as you walk, this doesn't produce any normal effect, but your joints are more exposed and there's kind of steam rising off of them periodically from them cooling. Your vitals are exposed, basically. It's like your organs being exposed, but you don't exactly have those.
I don't have organs. I have
No.
a goat horn. Quote-unquote goat.
Are we all leaving the tavern?
I'm gonna chug the ale and just
Yep.
like slowly walk out, like kind of.
Lixon's waiting to
downtrodden.
take up the
I'm-
rear of the party and walking slowly
And
behind everyone.
I'm still taking the front, even though that's probably the
Probably-
worst idea ever. Faith doesn't realize mentally that there's something very fucking wrong.
Probably has their tail like wrapped around them a little bit.
No, sorry.
Lepori was like one of the people Lixon really liked. God damn it.
Yeah, you should talk to Yathel about it. Yathel will talk.
I'm the
to you.
happy
Or-
I'm the
or Yathel
happy
wants to know.
medium. Nobody
Yathel
loves me,
Yathel
nobody
wants
hates
to know
me.
stuff people don't want to talk
Listen,
about.
Yathel has heard of Lepori for like a few like minutes, or like a day now, and has only heard like, yeah, he's died, but probably not dead or something, and then has been told dead, and then it was like, oh yeah, Lepori might be stealing stuff. Just, huh? I need to know more about this person. I'm intrigued.
Too bad.
Hold on.
Too
keep it-
bad.
Maybe later. Not right now. Right now we're going to deal with this guy in the red cloak, cape. What is he wearing?
Hood. He was described as.
Hood.
Robin Hood.
Hold on. How do I? I'll just disconnect.
You
How do
have
you-
so many problems with
how do
specs,
you-
Arrows.
I know. I need a different music bot. I really do.
I'm gonna go grab my
Might we
dinner.
sh-
I'll be back in like a minute.
Might we all show you all of the other ones we have?
Later. Why won't it? Okay. Oh my god, it is lagging to shit. We'll work without music for right now. So we're all heading
No, why you
over.
could struggle with it.
We're all heading over to the housing area to try to find this guy, right?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Making your way over to the houses, you know, there's a all of the houses kind of look samey, if that makes sense. You know, they look like they were all constructed based off one blueprint. They're very pop-up looking, you know, clearly very modest housing for people who don't plan to stick around here permanently. Probably, you know, a month or two at most, maybe. I mean, they don't look like long-term living arrangements, if that makes sense. Everybody who's looking for the red-hooded guy, make me a perception check.
Okay. 24.
Okay. What's my percent?
Wow, that was a 7.
That's a 7. Oh boy.
24.
24.
Lixon's too busy thinking about Lepori.
Oh no.
Lixon's sad.
Perception is where there. That is an 18.
Lixon had a nice connection with Lepori once, and then Lepori fucking died,
Wow,
and Lixon's
this
not
is-
okay.
This is really sad.
Yeah, you can
This
So-
is like the
move on
one
with
party
Yathel.
member Lixon had like a connection. with.
Yathel will
That's
listen to
fucking
you.
good.
You should
Yeah,
look at Yathel.
he listened to me.
Yathel will listen to you.
Oh yeah, Yarkla is listening to me.
I listen. It's not fun.
as you all
That's true. Faith didn't kill Shiro.
as
Oh,
as you all kind of take a look around the housing area, Lixon, you know, you're not really paying the best attention. You know, you're still reminiscing on, you know, the more time you probably could have spent with Lepori. I mean, they're gone now, but, you know, you reminisce on this, but you don't exactly make any progress on finding the red-hooded guy. Yartil, and Faith, you all hear from back behind the backmost house. From where I have the red circle, it's the house 2 ways down. You hear what sounds like a deal in progress. You hear, yeah, no, this item, it's of great use. You know, it's a dagger that stabs people automatically. Automatically? Yeah, you know, you just hold it out and you know, it's just that easy. Wow, that sounds really cool.
Can I start to stealth and get closer?
Yes. Roll stealth for me.
19.
19. Anybody else want to do?
I have disadvantage on stealth, as I realized last night.
Oh boy. That's okay. You haven't had to stealth up to this point.
I've
Actually,
had to stealth.
No,
many a
you
time.
did. Right. I forgot about that one time. But
3 times probably.
are you rolling to stealth too, or
No.
no?
Unfortunately
Lixon.
not.
I didn't hear shit.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah,
didn't.
Lixon didn't hear anything, so I am like.
I would have pointed out, like Lixon, kind of in like a
We
point
both
point
probably would have.
shh kind of movement.
Am I good at stealth? I don't think I'm really good at stealth.
You can.
Never mind this one, so to stealth.
I'm gonna be standing a bit away from everyone.
Yeah, I'm gonna not try to I don't think I have any like stealth advantages at all. I got a +1, so I'm gonna just
So
be quiet, I guess.
are you all just watching Yarthil like go
I'll,
up?
you know what? If I trust Yarthal, I'm gonna ready an action.
What
to,
action?
If like, I'm gonna ready to cast hold person. If the person like if like I see Yarthal start chasing someone, I'm gonna cast hold person on the person he's chasing.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yarthil, you kind of make your way around the corner of the house. Are you like trying to like just listen in closer, or are you trying to like get a peek at who this guy
I just
might
want
be?
like a sort of visual, but like not much. But otherwise, just listen in.
I'm realizing. Okay, I'm sorry. This is off topic. I'm realizing that the spectator chat isn't set correctly on the stream. You can't see the
Oh my
very last message.
Yeah,
Nice.
that happens.
They can't see I am French or just
I
French
am
in brackets.
French.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be right back. I need to go shut my. Wait. Okay, one of my brothers is doing it. Thank you. As you're kind of like hanging on the back of or on the side of the house. You've kind of gone around the side to listen in on this deal. You hear the conversation continue with. Stabs automatically though. What does that get me over like, just stabbing them normally? Well, it's also a little more effective at, stabbing them in general. I mean, it's really well done. I mean, it's a well-crafted dagger. I mean, truly, I wouldn't stab anybody else with anything else, even a sword, a spike, or I don't know what other stabbing instruments there are. Are there other ones? Like legal ones? Why are you asking me if I know the legal ones? Yarthil, you kinda, like, as you take a little peek over the side, this supposed red-hooded man does not have a hood on. He is completely bald. He's got, he's a human. He's got these normal ears. He's got these, like, dark blue eyes, and he's kind of like 6 foot 6 foot in total, and his red robe kind of goes all the way down him and, covers his feet, and he's talking to another guy. This guy's, he's an elvish type wearing what looks to be Denza guard robes. You recognize them from having lived in Denza before, and he's wearing, like, these Denza guard, the typical Denza guard attire is what I'm trying to get across. And the red-robed guy is holding a dagger that looks to have a skull on the hilt, but other than that, it looks to be a normal dagger. And he's continuing to try to sell it to this man. It's it works. I mean, it does well. I wouldn't stab anybody else with anything else. Okay, how much? It'll be 10 gold pieces. 10? You want a 10? Well, I'm sorry. Do you want it automatic stabbing and even better stabbing?
I'm back.
Hey,
Welcome back.
Yarthil is snuck up on the dealing in progress. Would you also like to? Now that would you like to sneak up?
No, Careful got this.
Okay. Just checking. I don't. It's better stabbing. Okay, all right. And this elvish guy kind of fishes in his pocket and hands him 10 gold. And before the red-robed man hands over the dagger, he kind of puts it like in a little part on his chest, and the elvish man's like, it's all there. Don't worry. And he pulls out a coin. Are you trying to scam me? What is this? It's gold. No, it's not. Yarthil, with a little peek over, you can kind of see that this gold is Denza gold rather than the more universally accepted gold piece on the island. It's something that would only be really used in the confines of the Denza space. It's a Denza currency. This isn't... This is... I'm not selling you this for fake money. It's not fake money. Yes, it is. Take your shit and go. And he throws the gold at him, and the gold kind of like hits the guy in the face, and he just takes his money and kind of walks away, putting the money in his pocket. He walks right by you to leave, not really noticing you standing.
As he goes past, can I just go, psst?
Huh?
No, no, oh wait, no, wrong person. I don't want to get the guy who was trying to spy. I'm trying to get the one who was telling.
Okay, I'll
Sorry.
be off. just kind of, the guy hears this but doesn't really care and just walks
Cool.
away from you. Whose attention are you trying to get?
The one who was having the dagger, the one in the red hood.
This man, you're getting his attention, right?
Yeah, I'll just like, psst.
He
Just eyebrow
turns
raise.
to you and is immediately like, "Oh, motherfucker!" and books it down the other way. He
I'm
kind of
gonna run off. He's like, we want to make a deal. Where are you going?
he immediately runs out to be visible to the rest of the party, who recognize him as
That's my
Sorson.
time. Hi guys, it's my time now.
Are you?
That's who?
It's
Wait,
Sorson.
recognize-
Where's that? It's Sorson.
It's Sorson.
It's
Yeah,
so
The
Yarthel
voice
doesn't know
gave
who
it away.
Sorson is, but Sorson, that's something. Sorson knows who Yarthel is.
I love
Wait, it's Sorson?
It's
Yeah,
Sorson.
It's Cecilia.
Yarthel doesn't know who Sorson is, but apparently Sorson knows Yarthel.
Faith, you're casting hold
Somehow.
person on my boy.
Yep. Was safe, please.
Oh, whiz save. Okay, I thought you had to, or no, whatever.
Nope.
What is your spell save DC?
15 now.
23. It does not work on him
Christ.
as
Cool.
he.
I'm gonna run up and try and stunning strike him.
Stunning-
I'm gonna like basically do
idea.
that like the strike where it's like just below the neck.
like you're just trying to. You're not trying to kill him. You're just trying to stun him.
No, I'm just trying to stun him. Yeah.
All right.
So I
You're
need to roll
both.
to hit.
You being a monk and being very well trained could keep up with Sorson. You
fast.
I
can
have 40
definitely.
feet of movement speed.
Yeah, you definitely can get a hit on him. Roll to hit for me.
22.
22. That fucking hits.
I'm not gonna deal damage. I'm just gonna use a stunning strike. They
Alright.
need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Use your key point, fucker.
Yes, I did.
What is the DC on that save?
Use my.
It is 2 plus. Oh, it's 8. 2? 8 plus proficiency plus wisdom, so that's 11. 15.
He got a 15. You kind of like jam your hand right at his throat to try to hit him, and it doesn't stun him, but he goes,
I
ow!
grapple him with my extra attack.
Oh, okay.
Because I have extra attack, so when I use attack, I can use it twice. Can I
You're-
just grapple him?
Sure, you can.
Cool. I need to roll athletics, right?
Yes, that would be athletics against his athletics. Not wrong.
20, not nat.
Well, you succeeded because he got a flat 18.
Amazing.
You know, after he's like holding his throat going, you manage to, how are you grappling, Sorson?
I'm just gonna basically like hook my hand after chopping his, my hand around his, like my arm around his neck, and basically clothesline him, push him to the floor lightly. Not like stun him to the floor, but just kind of like lower him to the floor.
All right, so you're getting him by the neck, basically.
Yeah.
You get him by the neck after hitting him, and you know you've kind of also caught his hands in this, and he kind of like wriggles his hands out from underneath you a little, but you still got him by the neck. He's now on the floor. He's like, fuck!
Listen, I just want to make a deal.
No, not with you. I'm not making a deal.
Lixon is gonna take out one of the
Racism.
daggers and walk over to Sorson.
Are you all?
Why? I just want to get it. I just want to buy something from you, Mr. Red Hood.
Are you all walking over to where Yarthil has
Yeah.
Sorson
Lixon
pinned?
is walking towards Sorson with intent.
I don't. What?
With intent to
What are you?
explode.
What are you talking about?
You sell magical items.
Yeah,
You have
and
the one you
I'm
want.
hired to kill you. What the fuck is your
Why
problem?
me? What? Why are you
You're
killing
Thult,
me?
You're Thult, we know him.
Yeah.
Oh, do you?
I'm hired to
Like,
kill
is that
you
a
all,
let-
slow you
No.
down.
Keep holding
No.
him.
Okay, I'll just like keep.
Sorcerer as sorcerer, no.
Don't
You don't remember? Really?
No.
Wow.
Lixon is sticking his dagger like to Sorson's nose.
Okay, that's a little rude. I would prefer if
old
we didn't
nose.
cut off my nose, please. I already beat you
Wait.
once. I can't just do it again.
Why'd you want to kill us? Why me?
I
What
have
did I
a
do?
A lot of things.
very generous employer, if that makes the
Oh,
most
it's
sense.
a ton of money.
Oh, it's a
I
lot.
would
of
do
money.
it too.
I don't really care about money, but why me? I'm.
You're a part of this little gang here. It's just kind of a part of the contract. I mean, I don't.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm a little impartial, and I know you're. I mean, you guys are famous. Like, did you think it would be really that hard to hide a new guy from me? I mean, really? Come on now. You replaced Lepori that quick
Wait.
too?
Wait, I was gonna say, do you know
Where
anything about Lepori?
is he?
Where? I don't know.
What
You're
do you know
alive,
about
so where
Lepori?
is he?
I know Misty Step. I don't know what you want from me. Speaking of that, I will just use that to escape in a moment if we...
Cool. I can use a Mage Slayer to do an attack when he casts a spell. And so can I just
He's
punch him
not.
and
He's
grapple
not
again?
using. He's not using
Yeah,
that
just-
current.
Yeah, but
If
when
he
he
uses
dies,
Can I just, because I can use a reaction to make a melee weapon, can I make that into a grapple?
I'm gonna
I just fucking
say-
use teleports.
I'm gonna say roll that at disadvantage because he's teleporting.
Well, when he does it, is he?
Yeah,
does
when
it?
if he does it, you
Yeah.
know, I
To
would
be
just.
fair, he did prepare us to do it.
I could just, you know, teleport away. I mean, this isn't exactly the most dire situation I'm in.
Can I just use Charm Person?
But on him,
Yeah.
Interesting.
be my guest.
Put a service to the test.
on that way. Put our
Um,
to something.
let's see. I think it's a 13. That's the safety DC.
All right.
Well, Wisdom.
Oh, that's a.
Yeah, no. I'm sure
21.
he succeeds it. Yeah, fuck. Whatever.
You know, you
gonna hide
you
these
cast Charm Person on him, and he just kind of immediately looks toward you, and he's like, "Sorry, sister, that shit isn't gonna work on me. I've had better charms from a succubus in hell. Sorry, that was just a weird one I picked up.
I'm
I don't
pressing
know."
the dagger into his hands.
Okay, all right. We're not a fan of jokes or
Look,
anything.
can you just give us the chip thing?
What?
The whatever you stole from the office that we need.
Stole what?
I don't remember what the fuck we're looking for.
It's a chip. It's a chip for me.
I don't.
Like from the like research lab or whatever.
I don't
like,
know
that you
anything
stole.
about that. I'm just selling cursed items to stupid saps. I don't. A chip?
Do you know anything about that group of people that are stealing with like the fireball or whatever it is?
Fireball. Oh, people stealing that. No, I wouldn't.
Yeah,
know a
alright.
thing.
Uh-huh.
Do
I
you like
wouldn't-
to keep your nose, or do you want to tell us?
Okay.
something else?
I slightly tighten my grip around his neck. But not much,
Okay,
but he's like- he just knows that he's getting tighter.
I think it's about time. And with a free hand, he gives it a little snap and casts Misty Step in an attempt to escape.
I was brought up by someone. It's when it's cast, when they cast a spell. So I think it's after. So if they go more than 5 feet, then I can't hit them. If they stay within
yeah, it
5
has to
feet
be
to me, I
within
can
5
punch
feet.
them.
You see,
Man.
you see,
30.
Sorsen kind of appears just barely, like he's away from you, so that you all can't strike him, but enough so that he's still able
How
to speak
far
to
away
you.
is he?
About
So I
like
can strike him.
he's teleported 20 feet upwards, kind
Oh,
of
that's
like
it?
near where.
Sweet. Can
It's
I
a-
throw my dagger at him?
Give me a moment, and then I will say yes. He's kind of teleported 20 feet up, right where in between the houses are, and he's just kind of like. And he brushes off his suit. Now, if we wouldn't like to lose a second fight to me, I'll be going. Is that a problem?
You didn't really.
Yeah, I'm
lose the
throwing my
first
dagger
one,
at him.
but, like,
Yeah. Roll to hit that for me.
Can I give the help action by like, it's right there.
Like
and
helping licks and aim.
Right there. Point it just below his chest, saying, "Yeah, that's usually the weak point."
All right, yeah, I'll say that's a help action.
right in the stomach.
I don't think it matters because I rolled a 17. It's +4, so it's a 21.
You give it a good whoosh, and your dagger flies through the air, hits his it kind of hits his lower left stomach. He's like, ah!
And that will be. Oh god, that's only 2 damage, but still.
Oh, I don't
Stuck in there.
appreciate.
Can I teleport behind him?
Yes,
Nothing
you
personal,
can
kid.
while he's talking. I don't appreciate the sticking of various objects into my organs. I only get so many of these.
Cool.
Are you teleporting behind him?
I'm teleporting behind him. Give me a wisdom save.
Oh lord, right, yeah, because you're Fey presence. That's a whiz save. That's a 19.
Probably
Doesn't
for-
matter. I'm gonna teleport behind him and shove him off the roof.
He's not on. He's not on a roof. He's on the
I'm just
ground.
gonna push him.
Roll. I guess roll athletics for me to see if you can push him over.
21.
You give him a good shove, and he just goes, "Ah!" Boom! And he falls flat on his face. And very slowly, he kind of just gets up, and he's holding his stomach a little more. The knife has now been pushed in a little further. Aha! I'm gonna give everybody one time before I do something drastic.
I'm gonna run up, just stand in front of him. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just looking at him, eye to eye, looking at him straight in the eyes.
You both just kind of enter this stare down, and you kind of notice as Sorsen kind of reaches into a bag he has to his side, still clutching on to like his dagger or his stabbed part of his stomach, and he's kind of reaching into a bag on his side.
Can I grab the bag before he can?
He's already got his hand in there, but you can sure try
I
to
grab the bag anyway.
Are you trying to pull it away from him?
Yeah.
Make me an athletics check against him.
Wow.
What'd you get?
Sorry, hold on. I definitely was like, oh yeah, I have to roll. Modded 20.
While he's reaching into the bag, he grabs out and pulls something, kind of not on his own fruition. You tug and pull the bag, and its strands kind of snap, and it falls over, and seemingly not much was in this bag, but what does fall out is something you recognize very, very well.
Oh god.
It's the snapped, charred key of escape that you remembered Lepori using. What Sorsen has in his hand is the clown cube that you also recognize, Tempest, unactivated but still in his hand. And he doesn't seem to notice that the bag has kind of fallen off, and he's like, I've got something, you know, I got something really that it's just gonna ruin your day.
I'm gonna pick it up then.
You taking it with just while he's distracted?
Yeah.
The key being destroyed and charred is now rendered non-magical, but it is still possibly able to be repaired. All the pieces are there. It's not like it was turned to ash, but it definitely caught something in the brunt of the explosion before Sorsen was able to Misty step out and escape. He's got the clown cube in one hand. It's currently in its silvery, metally, non-colorful form, and he's just staring down Yarthel, hand on the cube, hand on his stomach. I could, you know, make your day just really not good. Could we just all leave? I mean, I don't think anybody's hurting it. Where is my bag? Oh, that fucking strand. He kind of reaches down casually and picks up his bag, you know. He kind of
No, I was picking up the whole bag.
Oh, you're just taking the whole thing?
Yeah.
He kind of like looks down to see where the bag is, and he just looks at you. If you don't drop the bag, I will just do what I did to Lepori again. And I think we all know that's gonna happen.
What did you do to Lepori?
Oh my god, you're
Oh my fucking god.
Killed him!
All of
That's
this.
what I
Okay,
did!
but what did you use? Like,
That's great. Let's get going.
I'm
Please.
still hearing that, like, this
Can
is a deific being that cannot be killed, but apparently you did it.
Lepori is no god. I don't
You
know
are
what you're
really
on about,
testing
but...
the nerves.
Like, what's their weakness?
I
Yarthel.
just used a little bit of
Lepori
fire.
was a normal person, practically.
I'm practically mentally.
Tempest,
I've
have
only
you
heard
turned to
stories.
Yarthel at this point?
Okay, I want you to remember the fact that I'm behind.
Oh, you're
And Yarthel's
behind
in
him. That's
front.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Sorsen has turned to Yarthel at this point. While you're like motioning to Yarthel, Sorsen kind of whips around very quickly. What's your armor class?
Shit. 14.
14. Oh. Just barely he misses your face with the clown cube. And the clown cube kind of, having missed you, just kind of lands on the ground behind you. Shit!
Can I pick it up?
You can, but,
Let's go!
you can, certainly. Are you turning around to go get it?
Oh no.
I say, as Tempest is gonna go get it, can I throw Ice Knife or cast Ice Knife and throw it at Sorsen?
Sure you can. Go ahead and do that.
That is a 17
To hit?
to hit.
That's not gonna hit him.
Damn.
You kind of conjure this ice knife, and as you chuck it probably straight at the back of his head, his bald, glistening head reflects sunlight so well that it just kind of melts and like hits him like a blunt object instead of like a stabbing. The sun reflects off his head being high noon, and it just melts that shit enough that it just bonk hits him on the head. He kind of gives it a rub like, ow,
Water.
but he's
I mean,
not
it was
really.
a distraction. It distracted
that
him.
was a distraction. I'm grabbing the cube.
All right. Are you putting it in the bag?
Look, I'm grabbing the cube, and then I'm using my other teleport to teleport away from it.
Where are you teleporting to?
Just, I don't know, fucking behind Lixen.
Wait, back to where
Yeah,
the
behind Lixen. Yeah.
wait, back to where the party is?
Yeah!
Okay. You teleport away as Sorsen like looks now to see you gone, and he's like, "What?" And he turns back around.
I'm still staring him dead in the eye.
Can you move to the side just a second? I'm trying to
Huh?
just like 2 steps to the right, please.
I think we should have a talk.
No, I need to like I'm trying to like talk. They have my bag and everything, you know. I kind of need it.
Was that stabbing dagger in the bag?
No, it's still on like a little pouch on his
Damn it.
chest.
I would recommend not touching it. He just said he sells cursed items.
Yeah.
I don't think you should touch
Oh
it.
yeah.
Listen, I have a lot of important. He kind of like leans around Yarthil. I have like a lot of important stuff in there.
I
And,
just lean out of the way behind Lixen.
I'm just like still looking at him, but standing still.
And
Each time,
just
like, if he
sitting here
leans
just
around, I'm just
fiddling
like my
with
head
his
turns
armor.
to watch him.
and I mean,
Lixen's gonna cross his arms and like snarl.
you know, I did already beat you all already. It's not really
You
much.
didn't see me.
Okay, yes, you're new.
I still wouldn't call that a win.
I still wouldn't call that. Where's the Pori? Where did
Where
he
is the
go?
Cory? That's what I want to know.
Where's Shiro?
I actually don't know. He just kind of. I assumed you all murdered him.
No, we didn't.
You dragged him through the door. I figured it was.
Doesn't mean I killed him. There's a
To be
very specific
fair,
difference.
I think you're aware we like Shiro more than you.
Excuse me?
You really thought that was a difference?
I didn't think you liked either of us, frankly.
Lixen's face is a little red right now.
I mean, he's the
there's a
cold,
similarity.
abrasive. Ooh, look at me. I don't say a word to
And he
anyone.
talks to us, but not you.
I know
You're very
that,
cold and break all
yes,
the
and
time.
I don't know
think you're just
why he
telling an
refuses
inspection
to.
of yourself.
What?
Okay, look, I'll just be blunt. I'm gonna blow you all to shitterines unless I don't get my bag back, and I've got like 6 more deals.
Shitterines.
Shitterines?
Shitterines.
Okay, don't
Smithereens?
Lixen's stifling a laugh.
criticize my word use.
Yatho's not stifling off. Yatho is like laughing. Shitterine.
You see that Faith Faith sort of turns to Yarthel for a second and kind of whispers something in his ear. What he basically says is to try and like grab him again.
Grab him.
Okay, I grab him.
You're grappling him
I
again?
I basically just like look at Faith, go, It's like the Spider-Man where like he's running after. Just,
Are you grappling him again?
Yeah.
All right. Roll that for me.
19.
That's a 4. Where are you grappling him by?
I am just literally going full hug mode. I'm
Yeah,
like, just holding him to my stomach.
Okay.
not
I'm
jail.
gonna cast Zone of Truth.
I'm also gonna just like lift him up a tiny bit, just so he is in air jail.
He's in
Yeah, I'm gonna
air
cast.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm gonna cast Zone of Truth around us.
You're in arm jail now.
All right, so now none of you all can lie.
Wait,
in-
no,
Actually,
we
they
can-
need to make a wisdom.
Oh, they need to make a wi-
anyone that I decide needs to make a charisma. Actually, no, everybody
Just
needs to make
anyone.
charisma saves.
Okay.
Unless you just accept it and just like, yeah, sure.
Unless you accept it.
That's
I
a
got a
10. That's a
19.
10.
I got a +8 to charisma.
I got
Sorcerer
a-
fails.
I got a
Thorson failed.
unnatural one.
Thorson
I got a
failed.
2-1.
So Lixon passed. Sunny, do I even want to ask you if you're gonna pass?
Ooh, I mean, I've got a +8, so.
Yeah, so try it. And you could get a 1.
23.
You're fine. So
Yeah, Yarthel
Sorson
just kind of, like-
failed and Yarthel failed.
Yarthel.
I just kind of like tenses up slightly. Just like knowing what's going on, just like looking around a tiny bit. Twitching.
As soon as this, you cast Zone of Truth around them, Faith, only visible to you, a magical circle kind of appears around you. You swear faintly, it kind of like fizzles a bit, but this doesn't really seem to affect the spell. And as soon as Yarthel like kind of bear hugs Sorson and puts him in air jail, you immediately hear him blurt out, "I was denied this love by my father!"
Oh.
Oh, that's nice. Not the problem I'm
I-
supposed to ask you though.
Oh.
So where's the chip?
I really don't know. I don't know. I don't have it.
What up,
Do you
Vanilla
know
Pori?
who has it? You can't.
You don't have to. You do know, like,
You can avoid answering
Yeah.
the question.
yeah.
You can be evasive with its answer as long as it
I-
remains in the boundaries of the truth.
You
I
don't have to tell the truth.
kinda.
What did you do?
I escaped.
Correct.
Wait, what question
you
am I
do for
answering?
What's Lepori's weakness?
Fire. Lots of it. I scorching raid them and killed them, and then I escaped the room with the. Oh, fuck!
Cool, thank you.
The key of escape. Sounds great.
Yes.
Okay. Anyway,
Can I have my dagger back?
What?
I just like lightly move
The
Sorson
one
off
that
me,
stabbed
grab the
you,
dagger
no?
out of his stomach, and like throw it.
No,
behind him,
no,
put it
don't
back
touch
into
that.
arm
Don't
jail.
touch that. Yartil, are you touching it?
Not the. Do you want the cursed dagger, or are you talking about the one you stabbed to his?
One that's in it.
The one that I
the one
stabbed
that's in
into-
him.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
normal
one that's
one.
touched.
I'm literally just gonna take it out of his chest and basically just give it back.
This actually doesn't affect me
Thank
very
you.
badly, but I'm making it
Anyway,
a little
let's get back
dramatic.
to the seriousness of the question.
I don't care about that.
Ow.
What do you know about this Red Hood gang?
Okay, fine. I'm a very senior member of it, and they kind of like to steal things sometimes, and I like the money, and I helped them a little, and I don't know anything about the chip, but I know they have a base camp a little ways, I think east, west, I genuinely don't know. I'm horrible with directions. Please stop hugging me.
Great. Can we get a description of it?
Squeeze him harder, see if he bleeds out.
As a side note,
What?
can I be looking through the bag while this is happening?
Lixon does not like Sorson anymore.
I like source.
I was just looking at like sort of tiny bit.
What? I gave him a chance.
Tempest,
I gave Sorson a chance back at the other way back before we met you.
I
So
thought
didn't
I
take
was.
it.
I thought I was bloodthirsty. Jeez.
And I'm
I'm not
heartless.
bloodthirsty.
Tempest,
I'm literally heartless.
Please.
in the bag, it's kind of a very large bag. It's not magical by any means, but you find various magical items in this bag. You know, did you put the clown cube in there?
Oh.
I think I'm still holding it.
Um,
I'm probably putting it in my bag.
There's kind of, the biggest thing that sticks out to you is a large saber. It kind of has like an opal, its blade seems to be that of opal, and there's a purple gem inlaid in the hilt.
You're gasping. I got no clue what's happening.
There's like rations for him, water, basically anything he'd need to go on with the day.
Faith remembers this saber very specifically because they saw Tempest
Are you
fight
thinking-
against one of them
Mm-hmm.
during
It's not
the
like I'm
Druid
showing
Temple.
people what I'm looking at.
Well, yeah,
though.
but
But if you pull it out, that's what Faith is
If you
saying.
pull it out.
They will notice it.
if you pull it out, I'll notice. If you do, I'm not forcing you to.
Lixon's leaning back. Is like, you find anything good in there? Anything worthwhile?
Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out how to like hide this right now on myself so he doesn't try to grab it back.
He's really just chokeholded right now.
Yeah,
He's in arm jail.
He's an arm Joe.
I find
Hey,
the name
Gerald,
arm jail to be rather embarrassing.
Okay, do you want hug, kiss, Jill?
Okay,
What?
that's honestly worse.
That's. I don't hate circle of truth.
Can you please
Circle of
ask
truth.
me, like, whatever else it is that we're trying to get out of me here, please?
Anyway, what does the base look like?
Oh, I'm so glad.
It's pretty hard to miss.
There's
There's a massive reconstruction of the night market cart being built there, several fires,
Okay,
tents, green outfits. You can't miss it.
Okay. One last thing.
Uh-huh.
Faith is like Faith cannot chuckle because obviously, robots can't laugh. Robots don't have emotion.
Mhm.
But like he's trying to be funny in this moment, and he's like, can't do it. I'm sorry, can't do it. I'll talk about it later.
Okay.
But I can't in the moment make this joke because I literally just can't laugh without saying it. So Faith is gonna drop the zone of truth.
Fucking Yathel sighs a small sigh of relief. His ear stops twitching.
Sorsen is still, like,
Oh, I should've fucking asked
periodically...
Yathel stuff. God damn it.
What?
Periodically...
Huh?
Whoa.
Periodically, Sorsen still makes the sound as he's being bear hugged.
You are over dramatic.
I'm being choked. I don't think that's over dramatic at all.
not being
Anyway,
choked,
let's get
being
back
hugged.
to the big old bag of secrets.
There's not much in there. That's just what I packed for the day. Can I have it back? I'm very hungry.
What about this bag? I shake
no.
him.
You can have your rations back.
I won my bag. That was
Can I just
designer.
throw the rations and the water out?
Are you just like dumping the contents on the ground?
No, I'm just taking them out and just throwing them at him.
Are you? And this is the Tempest. Are you like cornering the bag to yourself so nobody else can see it, or are you?
Right now, the only reason I'm doing that is so I can keep it like closer.
Yeah.
I'll share it later. Right now, I'm just waiting.
Okay.
Right now, I'm just holding it tightly so I don't he doesn't try anything.
I'm gonna. That's all
Alright,
he
let's
says to
send-
you. He just tells you, "I'm gonna."
All right, let's send him off to space.
What?
What?
Is that a thing you can do?
I don't, can I? What?
I could certainly give it a shot.
I don't see why not. Throw him as hard as you can.
Yeah, though, this is important to you. Sorsen kind of is breathing in and out, kind of preparing himself, and with a free hand, Tempest... Hold on, I need to actually read this spell.
Are you
I
trying
can't wait to
cast
beat him up
Mage
because he's
Hand?
within 5
Oh, wait,
feet of
never...
me.
Never mind, this is touch. Hold on.
Mage
Shut up. Hold on, I have to read this. 60 feet.
Hand. It can't be more than 10 pounds.
No, that's not what I'm doing.
Also, if it's unseen
Tempest,
servant.
I need you to make a wisdom save as Sorsen kind of points a free finger at you and casts something at you.
Can I
Something.
Can you
counterspell
see
it?
me?
Counterspell?
Yeah.
Give me a moment to read the description of that because I forgore.
Third level spell or lower, it's instantly dispelled. Any level
I
higher,
need an
it's...
ability check then.
What's it called? Let me tell you what it is. I can pull it.
I got it. I need a spell
got
casting
it?
ability check then from you, Lixon.
DC equals 10 plus the spell's level, so 14?
Is that what you rolled?
You'd think it would be.
Or-
You roll it.
do I
He's not
roll
gonna
it?
tell you. I'm telling you right now, Zombie's not gonna tell you because
Do
it's
I
probably
roll?
some
I'm
secret
Yeah,
mod.
you
What do I
roll.
do?
roll your
roll-
spellcast mod.
Roll charisma.
Oh, roll.
Roll your spellcast mod for like attack roll.
Okay, so
I'm gonna attack.
roll attack.
I don't know.
Okay,
Okay.
and then add the 10 to it.
Yeah.
Dirty 20.
Wait, add 10?
Wait, add 10.
What?
What?
Oh,
I'm
DC, the
confusing myself.
DC. Yeah, no, it's the DC equals 10 plus the spell's level.
Yeah, that's the DC for
So if you got a dirty
them.
20, then you can't.
you. Basically won if you.
Yeah,
got a
because you
dirty
can't
20.
get a 19 is the highest.
19's the highest DC.
Okay.
So if you got the DC from your
Wait, I'm so
your
confused
number-
on what I am
Okay.
rolling here.
So
basically,
you had your
roll a
D20.
spell attack, and he has the DC is 1 plus or 10 plus the spell's ability. So a level
did you
7
get?
would be 17. Your DC is a bit the D20 plus your charisma plus proficiency.
So is it my save DC?
No,
No.
your attack
Or
The
is it-
DC.
Spell attack? I don't
Yeah,
know
make
what
a
I'm
spell
rolling.
Sorsen has the DC. You're roll a flat D20, add your charisma modifier to it, since that's your spellcasting ability, and that's to see if counterspell will work.
Yeah, so it's basically
So
just a
it's
charisma
basic
check.
roll plus spell attack plus 10.
Yes.
Not
Not
plus
plus
Not with
10.
the 10. Not 10. 10's the
10
DC.
10
That's
is the
separate.
DC. Yeah, you're doing the ability check. He's got the DC.
Oh, well, it's a dirty
Brain.
20. Yeah, so I
Dirty
rolled a
20,
15,
okay.
Plus
Oh,
my
okay.
5 spell attack.
As a very pinkish energy almost spurts out of Sorsen's finger, it immediately shatters, and you kind of like see it like physically rattle. Oh, goodness! The newbies, one of the newbies has learned counterspell. How fun! Great.
I'm gonna
A
still
lot of
punch
things
him.
are fun.
Does a 26 hit?
Newbie.
Yes.
Second newest, second oldest player.
Cool. He takes. Let me see. What type of damage do I want to do?
Oh God.
Oh Jesus.
He takes 6 lightning damage. He just kind of like his Yatho just kind of like pulls him in tighter, and it just kind of like shocks him slightly.
I just want my bag back, man. It's not that
It's
hard.
not that deep.
I
It's
just,
not
want,
that
I just
deep,
want my
man. It's not that
bag.
deep.
Too bad.
My mom made it for me. I kind of want it.
I'm not one to try and mediate this sort of thing because it's not my thing. We take one thing, you get to keep the rest.
I mean, there's a spellbreaker saber in there, but I'm not sure what use that is to you.
And that is Tempest,
Yeah.
take it out.
Okay.
I was going to give it to Shiro since I heard someone has a little something that is his, but fucking fine.
Tempest is just trying to do like a whistle, but it's just fire shooting.
You
out
heard
at
that,
these
but you
birds.
haven't.
What do you mean I've heard that? No, go on. What were you saying?
No, you've heard that, but you just said earlier you haven't seen Shiro.
That's quite interesting.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is the robot with a bronze katana running around? Oh, wow. I wonder how many bronze katanas are on the realm of Renovamen. What a shock.
Do you want your bag back or not?
Hey, look.
We could just disintegrate the entire thing.
I could just explode. I mean, we never know what's going to happen.
Okay.
Let me explode real quick.
I didn't know Kiwi was at this campaign. I didn't know Kiwi played
Didn't know
Source.
Kiwi was here.
Kiwi played Source this whole time.
That's so crazy.
I mean, this could go any which way, honestly. Really, it could.
What did I get this out for?
Spellbreaker saber.
Okay.
It's a magic.
Just take that. Just hold that.
Okay.
And then give him the bag.
Hey,
Just keep the spell
Tempest,
saber.
I need you to make me a perception check as you pull it out.
Oh, fuck. Can I make one too, since I'm
Yes,
right
since
next
you're looking
to...
at it. Lixin, since you're also nearby, if you'd like to make one.
I have a +4.
I also.
That's a
was before.
21.
That's a
I know.
dirty 20!
I'm currently hugging him.
Hugging. Hugsies.
You
I rolled a
look
19.
on
Let's
this
go.
saber as
I
very...
didn't even get to say what I got.
Oh,
Zombie.
go ahead.
Sunbird.
Out of 23.
Honey,
You
that
hear-
doesn't matter. We all know what it is.
You hear a little sss on it as Tempest, you couldn't see the other end of the blade, but as you pull it out, to everyone's horror who's looking at the other end, there's a little stick of dynamite stabbed to that shit, and it is got a lit fuse. It seems to have been lit somehow, you're not exactly sure, but its fuse is about an inch away from hitting the bomb, and...
Can I turn around and jump onto it using Sorsen as a pillow onto the dynamite?
You're
I
gonna
was
put it
just
out
gonna
with
use-
Sorsen?
I'll just pull it off.
I was just gonna use I was gonna use prestidigitation and just blow it out. What the fuck?
There's so much smarter things, but I also think it's use it as a shield.
Okay. What is
Who does
everyone...
their thing first?
What is everyone trying to do
I was
at
like,
this
can
point?
I'm just gonna use prestidigitation to snuff it out.
I was just gonna chuck it.
Okay. Lixin, you managed to prestigitation this bitch. Tempest, are you dropping it or are you just keeping it in your hand?
I'm just gonna still hold it up my hand.
Hold it tighter.
Lixin, you
Live by the blade,
managed
die by the
to
blade.
prestigitation the
Look,
thing
most
and
people's instinct drop it. Mine hold it tighter.
you kind of flick your wrist and a little spurt of water, like you might have sprayed someone with, knocks the bitch out. Tempest, make me a strength check to see if you can hold it up while both Yarthil and Sorsen kind of fall on top of it.
Can I do the help action? Can I do the help action?
Back away.
Can I do the help action to try and like make sure like my arms going out to like make sure that they don't fall on top of Tempest?
Yeah, you can
Can I
do
take
that.
the brunt of this?
Yeah, you could go ahead and take the brunt of this if you want.
I'll take the brunt of it, even though I lost like 15 HP.
Yarthil, as you try to use Sorsen to put out the fuse, you kinda like, land in... Faith, are you like trying to hold out your arms to try to stop
I'm
them?
just holding my one arm out in front of the saber to just like stop them from getting into Tempest before it hits.
Yarthil, you're kind of caught by Faith's arm, and Sorsen's just... Okay, this is going nowhere fast. Can we just wrap this up? I'm not even here to kill you at this point. Did you really just...
You literally said you were.
Not right now.
Really stick of
I'm
dynamite
here to
on
kill
this.
you.
Okay,
Aren't
yes,
you
the
always
stick
here
of...
to kill us?
I was in the middle of a deal when you all rudely interrupted
And
me.
I was trying to
Also,
make a
stick of
deal with you, but
dynamite.
you
I
ran
think we
away.
can all tell that went south.
I'm gonna pull the dynamite off at this point.
It kind of comes off with a... as it was stuck on there with some sort of adhesive, and the fuse...
I should not be holding this.
The fuse
Yeah,
is now
you're just
unlit.
holding dynamite.
Are you holding
I'll
it in
take
your
it.
free hand?
Yes, I'm holding it in my free hand.
Sorsen, like, strains to look up a little, notices you're holding it, and with a little point of a finger, a little firebolt kind of... Hold
Yeah,
on.
I'm gonna chuck it.
Kind of zips up.
Which
'Cause
way? Where are you
Oh.
chucking this? Where
Why
are
are you throwing it?
We're in a town!
That
I'm
definitely hits
teleporting
it.
away again.
Chuck it upwards. I have a good enough chucking distance to throw this thing.
Make me a athletics check to see if you could chuck it high enough so that it'll explode, but not fall back down.
That is a 22.
You kind of watch as the firebolt zips past, lighting the fuse, and you throw it upward and watch as it just kind of explodes over top of you. But you notice that there's not a lot of fire. In fact, the smoke from it isn't what you'd see in a normal fire. It's coming down, and in about a 20-foot radius around you, a
the
big
actual fuck?
cloud of smoke is beginning to come down.
Look.
Within the next 2 turns, or 2 actions that anybody takes, I'd say it's going to envelop the area around you.
Oh, it's a smoke bomb.
I already said I was using my other teleport and going away from it.
How many do you have left?
That's the last one.
Oh, God.
Jesus.
That's
not good.
Sorsen, watching the smoke appear, tries again to misty step away, and he Where are you teleporting to, Tempest?
I don't even know where we are. I don't even have...
Where are we?
You're kind of in the middle of 3 houses. Are you teleporting within the direction of the tavern?
Probably?
Sorsen would be able to see this. As Sorsen kind of, brings his head back down while still being gripped by Yarthil, he turns to see you go, teleport toward the tavern, and with another snap of his fingers, Misty steps away from Yarthil's, grasp as Yarthil I imagine Yarthil kind of falls to the floor a little bit as, now they've lost grip of the other guy they've been gripping onto, and teleports next to you with just kind of his hands on his hips, still bleeding, and he's just like, can I actually have the bag back, please? Can I just... It's a really nice bag. I'm really not here to kill you right now. I'm really not.
Well, you have the saber. I think you won.
I mean, yeah, can I keep the saber?
You can.
It's not the DM. That's the DM talking, not
Yeah, I
not
was
Sorsen
looking
talking.
up.
You
That's
can
not
you
the
can
DM.
keep it.
It's the DM, not Sorsen.
I'm not asking the DN.
Awesome, Sorsen.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I don't care. It was a gift for someone, you asshole, but sure.
There's a lot of things that can be good. You should hear.
Okay, here's the bag.
All right, thank you. Jesus, now leave me the fuck alone. And he says this as he begins to walk. He begins to walk the other way, back to where you came. And Tempest, as you kind of turn to look, you notice that the blockage from the cave-in previous, the cave-in that, well, that Arillo disappeared from before you got into town, has now kind of
The
been
Cave of Wonders.
been cleared. The cave-in that blocked your way out of Denza has now been cleared, and no one's really working on it by this point. And everybody, the smoke is now still coming down onto you, but Sorsen has made his leave.
Yeah, I'm
I was
walking
running
away.
towards him.
I don't
Was
know.
gonna
I
say
got 3 objects out of that.
That thumping was Yathel
Yeah.
getting
Oh.
up and running
I
towards
heard that.
Sorsen.
Are you continuing chase?
Yeah.
Are you
None of
tackling?
us are. Just Yarthel for some reason.
I'm just trying to get away from the smoke.
Yeah.
Me too.
Are you all shuffling
I mean, no,
back
I eat
over to
smoke.
where Tempest is, kind
I
of?
eat smoke for days. I love my smoke.
I would like to not have smoke in my lungs, actually.
Mm,
I'm an
I
ice
love my
dragon, not a
smoke.
fire dragon.
The smoke kind of billows down
And I'm
eventually
made of
and
fire.
envelops
Smoke.
the area as you all
I
kind
was
of...
an ice. Okay. You're made of fire.
Faith
As-
will stay in the middle of it.
Faith is just gonna eat the smoke. Just like...
Faith's gonna eat this. Faith is like the reverse.
Fucking filter.
I
I feel
can't
like
say.
I should acknowledge that unless he picked them up, his rations are just on the floor.
Yeah, they are. He has
He...
no food or
He
water
doesn't
anymore.
he doesn't quite notice this because he's a little frazzled that they're being grappled and his smoke bomb going off. He just is
And
carrying
being
and
stabbed.
he's just
I'm
got
being
an empty
chased currently.
he's just got an empty bag on him. Yarthel, are you tackling him?
I want to just like try and tackle him like behind a building.
This poor guy.
Are you like side tackling him?
Yeah.
Roll me athletics.
Uh. 18.
That's a 4. You kind of run up on his side and tackle him, and you kind of like drag in the dirt and land behind the tavern building. Sorsen is now just giving you a death stare. He is not speaking a word to you, but is staring you down.
I'm going to look him directly into the eyes and just with trying to just scare the shit out of him. Tell me everything you know about Lepori and any
Oh my
weaknesses.
god.
Okay?
What?
Anything.
That's not a truth.
Wait, I thought you were looking
I'm
to
looking
rob me. What?
directly at his eyes and
Yaffle!
trying to like stare him.
I
I'm
think you're...
behind the building.
Oh, you are behind the building.
Are you just like calling out to try to find where he is?
Yeah.
I
I'm
don't...
not gonna respond.
Why are you asking? That is like the most specific thing.
I'm gonna like pull up a fist ready to punch him. Tell me.
Look, I'm just trying to go. I'm a little tired of this, frankly.
Can I intimidate him?
You could sure well try.
Cool.
I have to, no, that's just a flat roll on your end.
Ooh, that's a natural one. Wait, that was a natural one, but I have Draconic Presence. If I fail a check, I can use my action to reroll the check.
You go ahead and reroll.
Please be. That's an 18. That's a 19 minus 1.
Oh boy. He's a little like, I don't know that much, really. I don't.
What weapons? What they do? Anything.
If there was anything, it was singed, burned to a crisp. I mean,
What is their fight style?
I don't know. They cast spells sometimes, but not often. Can you please leave me alone? I'm just trying to leave at this point.
Yeah, they're just gonna go.
Yathel?
It's gonna just like sigh and just like walk out of the building with like a smile, just like, oh hey, I thought we were still going after him. I'm gonna just walk back to the party.
No, I think that's done and over with now.
All right.
Motherfucker. And he continues to make his exit. Now you all are standing there, a cloud of smoke over to the right of you with Faith currently eating it for some reason. What do you all do now with the bag and Spellbreaker Saber in hand?
Because I zoned out for most of that. I was currently in arm jail. So, what happened? What happened to the bag, at least?
Well, the bag had like the clown cube in it. You know, it had like the key that was singed that
What is the
Lepori
clown
used.
cube? The key?
Well,
What?
Lepori originally stole it from him. I guess
Oh.
technically he got it back, but now we have it again.
Oh, is Lepori the stealing type?
Why are you so interested in Lepori?
Listen, I just randomly, I joined you all, and then you all said about this Lepori fellow, his Lepori buddy, who just kind of is apparently started a war, become wanted in multiple places, has become a problem, has died but also not died multiple times. I want to kind of know what's happening. Like,
Can I-
'cause
Can I insight check?
Yeah, I want an insight check too.
All right, go ahead.
That would mean that Yartha would need to roll deception or persuasion, depending on
Oh.
what it is.
Nat 20, 24.
Oh,
not 2022.
Panda, do you want to tell them?
Tony still beats it.
Yeah, because it's 20 versus 22. That both nets.
That
Oh,
was 24.
So I don't think you get the full picture.
But I know more.
Yatho just really wants to know about Lepori. Just kind of like how Lepori fights and everything.
You gotta.
That was still Tempest still beat that check though.
But we both got nat 20s by 2.
But it's 24, so it would
I got a
still beat out
24.
well,
How do I
right.
explain it?
It's a house rule. If two
Yeah,
nat
the house
20s
rule.
clash, it's just kind of a neutral victory.
So it's basically a 0
Oh,
and a 2.
yeah, I forgot.
Yeah.
Oh,
that thing.
that's
Yeah.
stupid.
I forgot about that.
I'm probably
You actually said about putting it in.
I'm probably
at the time.
going to change it around a little to, see what we could do with it, but it's just what's in place for right now. Do you all do anything else? You do know now that this camp is somewhere to the east from Denza Point, and that
Or west.
you never
East
know.
or west.
Sorsen
I wrote notes down for that.
is a part of it. You think? I mean, the guy was pretty vague about it,
I think.
I
but
don't know. I got a saber now.
it's possibly where this ship that Faith needs might be. We heading off
Yay.
there?
Suppose so.
Yeah,
Do a little stretch and.
I got 3
Oh, good.
items. I'm doing great.
Listen is being quiet again.
Technically, you got 2 because one of them is
2 and a broken one, but
yeah.
But I can fix it probably.
still an item.
I have a lot of things. I'm pretty good at fixing
Even if
things
it's
as a
broken, I
robot.
still have it.
Robot.
It's still an item.
After about like 10 minutes, like I would say most of the smoke is gone at this point.
Just
And
eating
Faith is like Faith is like stumbling over.
it.
Oh
It's
my
like
goodness.
is
Did he
eating
get drunk?
from smoke.
Sorry.
Just wait.
He's high on the fumes, you know?
Oh God. So you all are heading off in an attempt to find this camp.
Yeah.
You kind of, as you all make your way through the cave, Tempest, the others wouldn't quite know this, as they probably haven't really heard of this cave very often, but you notice a lot of the crystals that were in this cave before are now gone, and this cave is a complete mess. There seems to have been spells cast everywhere. There's ruins of rock and stone that have been broken over time. Clearly, a lot of shit happened in here even after the cave, caved in. But other than that, it's a brisk walk through the cave to get through the mountains. As you all continue, it's a typical mountain walk. You're following the path that you all know. I do have a question to ask Yarthil. Is this Yarthil's first time being out of, Denza for real?
I think it would be, yeah.
This would also
So
be
except for
Faith's.
Denza, the Denza
Oh,
forest
it's
one.
also face.
And
Yeah.
also Faith's. Faith and Yarthil, you kind of now feel as if though this area is very alien to you. You've only heard of
Face is on. Face is like.
to
Face
Yarthil.
is high.
To Yarthil,
Faith
this
is
is
on a bad
a
trip right
to
now.
Yarthil, this is a beautiful sight. Something completely different from the forests that they lived in. You know, filled with people who only ever wanted them dead and gone forever, and called them a freak of nature. It's refreshing to only see the crisp snow on the mountains and see as these tall stone spires elevate themselves off the land. To Faith, this shit's
The rocks are moving.
crazy, dude. Like, there's like big rocks with frice on that.
Rice.
Whoa, dude, this shit's nuts.
Oh god.
Faith, I'm
Technically,
gonna
isn't
say
this Lixen's first time not in a cage.
Lixen
Yeah,
is
Lixen's been in a cage for a while.
Lixen would have seen the mountains going past, and since they are more native to Draco Nest, they wouldn't exactly have not seen the mountains before, but in this nice moment of peace, it's nice to take a look at the sights before you and observe the mountains. It's a rather beautiful sight as you all walk
Lixen really has the urge to just start walking towards Draconis, but it's not. It's gonna like resist it.
We'll get there.
I have never seen
Why are the
this
rocks
snow
moving?
before.
Why are they moving?
Faith, roll me 1d4.
Okay.
High as shit.
I made this decision on my own.
You
on
did?
My own decisions.
And I think it's
Yeah, it's funny.
funny.
It's
really
funny.
funny.
D4. Hold on. Pull up my D4. I can't
I
really.
was just like
don't have
looking
any
at
of
the
those.
snow. I've never seen it before.
That's a 4.
You are now high for 4 hours.
Jesus.
You kind of.
What does that entail? I don't know.
You're just high, you know? Shit's looking crazy,
Shit's
man.
crazy.
You have
is on a
disadvantage
bad
on all
trip right
perception
now.
checks.
Yeah, that's about right.
You guys, you know, being on foot, kind of have a rougher time of walking through the mountains. And as you kind of make your way through, you come to a crossroads. And at this crossroads, there's 2 signs. One of them is pointing to the right, hold on, I'm trying to look. It's pointing to the right and is marked very clearly Zur's Lair. Tempest, you remember this to be the name of a dragon that supposedly lives in this mountain range, and you could swear remember seeing a red dragon fly over by before you went to bed last night, you know, flying over by the mountains.
I remember.
The other way says Frietsuens, the town that Tempest you also remember, and natives to the realm of Renovamen might know, except for Yarthil, is a town within the very desolate Congel Tundra. Hey, everyone make me a perception check again.
That's so effed up. Immediately after you tell me.
T. You
That's still
chose
an 18.
this.
That's still an 18. I got 15 and 14. It's an 18.
I got a nat 20 again. 24.
I got 25.
Lixen?
19.
No, not 20.
Nat 20.
The signs seem very off to you. The one that
God
points
damn it! Did they move them again?
The one that points to Zur's lair looks as if though the sign was completely blank and someone painted on the letters Zur's lair, and the other one looks the same, as if though someone has just painted Free Suins on it. It looks freshly done, freshly painted. Everything just looks picture
Different than last time we were here.
different
Faith
than
is like-
last time.
Face is like poking the Zur's lair. Signs like, I want to pet the dog.
I'm glad that the stuff outside Denza gets kept up.
No, they've been doing this.
Oh, ooh.
Who? I can't remember. They keep painting things over the signs to confuse us and make us go different ways. And it's
Lixen
not...
wouldn't know
Have
that.
they done that?
Oh
no,
no,
wait.
Lixen doesn't know that. Never mind.
Hey, let's go with this dog. I like dogs.
To
Let's
be
go
fair,
see the
we don't
dog.
actually know if that's the right way. Because last time they were scratched out, and then this time there's new.
Which way you picking?
God, I
Let's
hate
go with the
traveling.
dog. I like dogs.
Do you really? It's a dragon.
It's not a dog. It's not friendly.
It's
Like,
big.
Anything is
Big
friendly if you
dragon.
think about it enough.
Big,
I mean,
big dragon. It's bigger than our. We're not. It's not a dragonborn. It's a dragon.
Like a whole one.
He's just like doing that arm thing people do where they like try to gauge something and they're like, he's like, I can't show it because I'm doing it IRL. I'll show it to you all. I'll
I
show
know
you what he's
you're
doing right now.
talking about.
He's like this. He's like,
like how big? Like how big is
No, I
this?
was expecting like the sideways motion.
Big fish, little fish.
Luxon's gonna point from like point A to like point B of how big of an adult dragon would be. That
very
big
large
face.
dog.
No, it's not.
The face is
mean-
gonna start walking towards Zerg's lair.
No,
Oh, no.
dude.
Oh, we go this way. All right, I'm gonna follow.
Oh, wait.
Oh, what? Is something wrong?
Are we all going that way?
Jonathan's gonna turn back for a second because I had wait.
Wait, this is still going.
Luxon is shaking his head.
Still
Luxon
going.
is just shaking. I cannot believe.
What?
Listen, I don't think we have a choice anymore.
Are we not going? I'm good to go the other way. I was just
Let's go,
someone was
Mark.
going this way.
Faith is
I
already
don't.
going.
I
We
don't.
gotta
I
go.
think we have to.
We
let's go.
gotta go.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Walking down the pathway,
Dancing,
clearly
rearranging
marked
furniture.
as Zer's lair. Yarthil oblivious as ever to what the fuck a Zer is. Faith thinking they're going to pet a big
Lixon
dog.
and I are just
A
very
big
disappointed.
dog.
It takes you about another half hour before you come across a massive opening. It's a large, dark hole within a mountain before you. The path even stops. There's no way around this dark hole. And standing in front of it is, as I'm going to dub them in the future, the church party. You know,
Oh, no.
Darius
It's even
is
worse.
there,
Sorry, that was
Persephone,
really loud. God damn it.
Nabyab,
worse.
Gronk. They're all just, Grok. Sorry, I got his
Hold
name
on.
wrong. Can't believe this. They're all just kind of standing out there discussing. Persephone and Darius discussing the most because Grogung, Nabyab, and Grok have the intelligence of, well, for lack of a better word, rocks. And Darius and Persephone, from where you all are, you're about 30 feet from them, but you could faintly make out a conversation of like, are we going to have to kill it? Why are you discussing this with me? I don't no, we're not going to.
Alright,
Ugh,
what's
you're-
the high guy doing?
What's
It's the doggy, and he's gonna start walking towards Nadia.
Are you what are you
No,
walking?
no,
wait,
Faith,
no,
Faith,
You could try and stop him. I'll give you. You could stop. You could try to stop him.
I'm gonna say roll athletics to.
Just say,
I'll.
no, I was just gonna like, I'm gonna run in front of Faith and
What
like,
do I
no.
need to roll? What do I need to roll for this?
I'm gonna say roll against it with athletics as well.
Okay. That's a 5.
Oh,
That's a natural 20, baby.
5.
It didn't matter. I got a 5.
It's very obvious you just like stop Faith in your tracks as Faith's like
I'm still
chest
trying to
kind of
walk, but it's
presses
just
against
like-
your hand as you put it out to stop Faith, and this makes an audible scratching in the like stone as Faith is like continuing to attempt to walk towards the cave, but
Doggy.
Lixon, you managed to stop him perfectly, and the church party all kind of turn to you, and immediately you hear from Persephone, "Oh God, fucking, oh!" And
Oh.
Darius kind of walks over, very matter of factly, and just says, "Do not go in there."
I'm just gonna poke my head around. They're high. I'm sorry.
Well, you're gonna have to
I
take.
like dogs.
How did you get the clanker high? How
There
did
was
you...
a lot of smoke.
Hold on, let me just let me roll to see if Faith catches that word. Yeah, he does. Can't really do anything though. I'll remember that later. He'll catch that later.
This is like not. We put up the sign. Was it not obvious?
No, we're trying. We're trying. Faith
Jesus.
is just. Do we look like we're capable of holding Faith back that much? We're trying our best.
I mean, I
Dogs.
can
I
just
like
turn the
dogs.
clanker around. I mean, it's not that hard.
I was just following because I don't know where we are.
Okay. Look, there's tense things going on in the, I would say, dragon community around here, but that's not what this is. It's 3 of them. It's not that dense. We're trying to figure out how we can handle it, but I don't...
Do you need help?
Have you tried talking?
Help might actually be Okay. Alright, you know what? Maybe we will accept help.
Look, no strings attached. Just help. Then we both move on.
So, to give you the lowdown, and he kind of like motions. Persephone's kind of like followed him up, but he kind of like motions. Go back with the rest of them. Make sure none of them wander in. And Persephone kind of nods like, okay, whatever, and walks back over. And
Can
he
you
turns.
like sit Faith down or something?
Hold
They need to go in
on.
air jail.
Hold
This
on.
They need to go in our air jail.
I don't know if you can put him in air jail.
I can try.
He's not going to do that. He's.
God.
Hold on. I gotta get his stat
Sit.
block out.
Sit.
Trying to put down on a 450 pound.
Sit.
Oh
Pushing-
boy,
pushing on
Faith.
Sit.
Even though you're high as shit, do you want to roll athletics against Darius as he kind of puts a hand on your head?
Oh god.
That is a nat 20 for a
Oh
23.
god.
Oh god, I also got a nat 20.
For what?
25.
Okay, so now I know Darius is a lot stronger than me in that term.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, so yeah, you win that. So now
he
I
kinda-
know he has a 20 or 21.
He kind of puts his
Gotcha.
hand down on your head and just like sits you like a dog, just kind of like putting pressure on your head until you sit, and then he pats you like, good, Clanker, good, just sit there.
Okay, can we stop using
If you
that
call
word?
him that again,
Let's
What?
not fight. How about you just now you tell us what's going on?
Okay, fine. So, you know the 3 dragons that live around here. There's Zer, Hip, and the blue one. I can't remember its
Means
name.
nothing to me.
There's 3 dragons?
There's 3 dragons, yes. I'm surprised you
Tempest
don't know
isn't from around here.
that. Oh, a foreigner. Anyway, they're kind of in what's we like to call a turf war, and that's not good. You see, usually when dragons get into a turf war, they don't exactly care what happens outside the turf, and that can mean innocent people having their homes turned into a campfire within a matter of moments. We're trying to facilitate a negotiation with our good friend Zer and they're a red dragon, but I don't think they're willing to listen because, you know, their chromatic nature. We're thinking of starting negotiation. We kind of have 3 solutions planned out for this because we need to stop them from fighting at all costs. Zer is apparently thinking of, well, expanding their territory, and that's not in anybody's best interest. They're thinking of, you know, expanding their territory, and I can think of one of 3 ways to solve this. 1, now with you here, we definitely have a decent chance at killing the thing. I mean, it's 9 against 1. It's probably a little better, and you'd actually have Persephone actually, you know, help you in some kind of sense, but then again, you never know what could happen.
You want to kill the dragon.
That's last case scenario. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend, but the other solutions we have is we could attempt to negotiate with Zer to keep their current territory, but not expand further, which, judging by them being a red dragon, that's not going to exactly be the easiest. And solution 3, we contact the Legion of the Blue, but I don't...
The what?
It's
Who
a
is that?
cult that worships the blue one. The blue one is, from what I know, blue dragons are very good at burrowing, so it's kind of a band-aid solution where we ask
What?
for the Legion of the Blue to help us construct a new den for Hip, the brass one, whose lair is currently in a place that Zer is looking to expand into, and if they fight, that's not good.
Well, we can attempt the persuasion. I am the diplomat. I might know a couple things.
I mean, It's
I'm a bard. I mean, it's worth a shot.
You're going.
For example, +5 to persuasion, so I mean.
I can use the power of the dragons.
Yeah, I'm like, I got a +11 to persuasion.
Faith's really good at anything. Unless my my constitution's 10 and I'm high.
Yeah, maybe you should just sit down.
Are you willing to help with negotiations here? I mean,
Oh yeah, I love talking.
Sure.
If it's to keep peace in Renovamen, I don't see why not.
Okay, all right. Persephone, he kind of turns back to her, and she goes, yeah, keep the 3 dum-dums outside. I've got an actual group to go negotiate this time. Whatever you say, I keep the dum-dums outside, because I'm just the healer. Shut up. Okay.
You're doing great, Persephone.
Oh, no, you're
Hope you have a wonderful day.
amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Lixin gives her like 2 thumbs up.
For anyone who needs re-clarification, since Lixin, I don't think you were around when the church party was introduced. Darius is
Yes, I
clad.
was.
You were. You
Yeah,
were. I'm
yeah.
stupid. Anyway,
Everyone was, I think.
I think we all know him.
we
don't
all know him.
Yeah.
But Darius kind of like begins to walk forward and motions for you to come with, and he also points to the little group that Persephone's keeping. Leave the intoxicated clanker out here. It's.
Again, please don't use that word.
Oh wait, before we go on, Vixen's gonna stop. Do you mind if I do something? Oh wait, no, it's cold outside. Fuck, I can't do that. I would freeze to death. Never mind. We'll just keep going.
I can keep you warm. I have some fire stuff.
That's not. I'm
There's
just
like
gonna...
it's just like a fire dragon spinning
What
around
are you
Gotha's
gonna
arm.
do?
I was going to put my royal clothes back on, but
Oh, changing cold.
There's literally nowhere to change out here. This is a large path, and there is a dragon in there. I don't exactly think you want to be singed to death without anything on.
It's okay. It's okay. Lixin, we got this.
all right. I just thought maybe it would help.
It's negotiations. I mean,
We've
if
got
it-
nobles. We've got people that are good at talking. We got this.
I'm blue.
You are.
Yeah.
are you all like trying to get Faith to go over with the group, the dum-dums?
I don't know. How high is Faith currently?
How high is Faith?
Yeah.
Faith is
Going
like
down or
Faith is
going
like kind of
Considering
Faith
I feel
isn't
like Faith thinks it's a dog, and that's a bad idea.
Faith isn't peaked yet, but Faith is
Faith has
high.
not peaked yet. My constitution
Okay.
is 10. It is going to
So-
happen sometime soon.
It's gonna happen
yeah,
around the
for
2-hour
now,
You
mark.
should probably say.
Leave him with the group with Persephone.
Yeah.
Maybe they can talk
Now,
about
is that
God or
what
something.
Faith wants.
You're high.
Faith wants.
Faith, stay
I've
here
got a song
and
in
watch all the
my
rocks
heart.
move.
You can talk
And
to
stay
here.
Persephone about the
Okay.
God of Renovamen.
No, that's.
Oh,
fuck.
Talk to
Fuck
them all
God.
about your faith.
Fuck
Maybe you
God.
can convince
I
them
don't like
some.
rocks.
Huh?
Fuck God.
You know, why don't you tell them about your cool weapon?
Are you giving him the
He's like,
saber?
No,
Yeah.
no.
No, I have my katana. I'm not.
Yeah, you go
Faith is,
tell
like,
them
trying
about
to-
your
Faith
weapon
is trying
and
to
all
look
of your
behind
armor
him, and he just keeps
and
like turning his
tools
body. He
and
turns like
all
trying
of
to
that
turn his head to
stuff.
see it.
Darius
If
kind
you
of
stay with them, we'll get you something afterwards.
Darius kind of notices that you're like looking for the katana, and you like have it on your back ready to be pulled out, right?
Yeah.
Faith? He kind of pulls it out like with one hand and lays it in your arms rather effortlessly. You know, normally you'd expect someone to
Holy.
handle a blade such as that with a little more needed effort, but he
Dignity
just
and
kind of
grace.
pulls
I don't
it
think
out.
any of us expected him to need effort.
Ooh.
that
big,
one. Go
cool
on.
Sword.
Go on.
Yeah,
little-
you talk about that. You focus on
go
the sword.
Go on,
okay?
little boy. Go on.
Sword.
I'll take it.
Are you going over
I'm gonna
with
take
them,
my sword.
Faith?
Not yet.
Please, please.
Not yet. I'll roll. What I'll do, I'll be fair, because I'm not just gonna be like, I'll do it right now. I'll do probably what Faith would do, is that over time he'll probably want to, so I'll just keep rolling, just flat intelligence checks,
To see if he just gets
just
like
to
"I
see
wanna
if
go
he
in
like
there now."
loses his instinct and just goes in.
So you're going over with them right now?
I'll go over with the church group, but
The
once
dum-dums.
I
Who
fail my
knows? Maybe you're dragged into a conversation with them.
no, but once I after a while I'll just keep rolling these, and once I fail, like if I get low enough,
You'll go in. All
Faith
right.
will lose instinct and just go in like
Um,
instinctually.
God.
Oh, dear.
You kind of make your way over to the little group of dum-dums, and immediately Grogong, the one-eyed man, is like, "Oh, pretty weapon."
I love how I should be. I'm fucking -2 intelligence, but I'm like,
Yeah,
yes,
I have a
let's
plus
go.
2.
I'm blue.
So plus
you
2.
you want to go over there too? You
No,
can.
'cause I have insight.
I have a +7 to insight.
I also have a +7 to insight.
Pretty weapon.
Look, we'll be
Whoa.
okay. I've got a +11
Please don't make me
persuasion.
have a
We got it.
conversation with them, please.
Darius motions.
I mean, let it be known there is somebody there to stop you from going inside.
multiple people there.
Very weak.
Yeah, Nabyab wouldn't be
One
able
of them
to.
is weak.
Grogong.
Most of them are weak. Grogong
Grogong might be able
Still,
to.
they might be tempted to try to distract you, so that should
might be tempted. They are dumb as me right now.
No, not all of them.
Apart from Persephone.
Yeah,
Persephone's there to stop you, so you know what, let's
What'd
just
she
go
want
in.
to?
As Darius kind of like motions for the rest of you, his Faith like kind of goes off and lies about with the rest of them. Darius kind of marches on with you all, motioning with his hand. Couple of ground rules here. Don't take a thing. I mean that with the most urgency. Do not touch a thing. I know it might look like, it's an easy steal. What's he gonna miss?
And then Dragon's Horde, never touch it.
Yeah, never touch it. How do you know
I
that?
don't really care about money.
I don't look. Just don't touch a thing. This negotiation will go. Do you all have anything valuable, pretty, shiny? A gift might,
Myself.
Don't offer yourself.
Hold on, what the fuck do I even have?
With my beautiful magic of fire, I can be like, look, I can also breathe fire.
No, it needs to be something more material.
Man, I have something, but like it's my arcane focus. I don't really want to give that up.
Magical things, something of the sort. It might help this
I
go
have
well.
my quarterstaff that I don't ever use.
Me looking at my inventory, fucking nothing except like 10 dots.
I've actually got a lot of magical things.
Or
but...
I have my royal clothes.
Nice clothes, maybe too. Anything that looks pretty. I mean, you're
Lixen's
kind of.
gonna.
I think
Lixen's
I look
gonna-
pretty.
Don't say that.
Lixen's face is a little red. He's gonna pull out the fine clothes and show them to him.
A Draconess noble uniform. That'll work. Yeah, they like Draconess quite a lot. Any magical items though would help. A nice sword, a ring. I mean, anything will work here, really. We just need to bring in a gift. You're all kind of walking and talking at this point as the light from the outside kind of slowly gets dimmer and dimmer, and slowly as you make your way down the cave passageway, Darius kind of holds out a hand, and as he's continuing to talk to you, he walks over to the side where several torches are kind of stashed. It's completely dark in this cave, but there's several torches stashed over here. Clearly someone might have left them there, and he immediately strikes it against his hand, and a spark kind of flies up, and the torch is lit, and he holds it up in front of you as he directs you all further down this long stairs that go down the lair. And, he continues to discuss things with you all and continues to make conversation. I know that, going into a dragon lair might seem scary, but really there's nothing down here. Zer's too stupid to really figure out anything to put in here to
I'm
trap
trying to think
us.
what I have. My scroll of pedigree. I've got some books on necromancy.
Anything will work, really.
I've got my arcane focus, but I kind of need that.
I have some earrings that I can use. I can really take
Earrings
them
would
out.
be nice, jewelry.
I think they're made of gold. Alright, I'm gonna take off the earrings except the long chain one.
All right, yeah, just when we get in there, hold them out in your hands, make sure they're visible, and we should be fine with this. I actually have quite a lot of history with Zer. I mean, I used to fight him sometimes. You know, we've been around
History,
here.
you say?
We've been around here for a very long time. I saw the rise and fall of Mortiferum. I mean, I'm not a foreigner to this place. I mean, you know, Zer was kind of on the side of Mortiferum for a little while. You know, he torched a couple places, torched a lot of the ruins of Consuo, but kind of after Mortiferum bitched out and ran away, we never really saw him again. That was until recently. I think about 5 months ago. He started getting more out. Clearly his food stores were running out or something.
I'm so glad he's confident to come out. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay. He's not gay, firstly, but that's very supportive of you. But, no, Zer was started to get more active and only recently started expanding territory. You'll notice, I don't know if you've heard, like, kind of sound that goes throughout the mountains sometimes. That's a bunch of kobolds putting down markers. Zer is a very...
Kiwi? Sorry.
Zer is a very, punctuous kind of dragon, you know. Kind of likes to keep his territory marked a little more than the average dragon. I mean, most other dragons would just kill you if you came anywhere nearby, but Zer likes to make it obvious. And we also came to a negotiation, well, I don't know, a couple years ago that he wouldn't torch anyone.
Deep is this cave?
It's pretty deep, trust me. I think we're about there. You know, we'll be there in just a moment. But we made negotiations. Zer won't torch anyone that walks on the path. So as long as you don't stray from the path and Zer's not hunting, we should be fine. It'll be fine. We'll be good.
Not hunting.
Yeah, Zer doesn't hunt for very often. I think once a month he goes out and gets up his food stores. If you're a normal dragon, you either get your cult to feed you or just morph into a human form and go buy food. But no, he's got to be all hunting. We're almost there. And he kind of comes down to the very end of this cave, and a large opening emits as you all walk on flat ground once more. And in front of you is a glowing pile of gold. This bitch has filled his cave with the stuff. Jewels lay scattered throughout the gold piles. Various swords can be seen sticking out. Books are skewed along the ground where there isn't any sort of gold, as if though the dragon would be reading them when they awaken. Speaking of the sleeping dragon, you can see a curled up red shape, which you assume to be the curled up form of Zer. And as you come in, you kind of notice these two kobolds off to the left and right of the door with little spears just standing there. They kind of look at you they side-eye you as you walk in, but after they see Darius, they continue to look forward. Noticing as well as you walk in, getting closer to Zer, various kobolds are kind of like up on these little seemingly kobold-built rafters, dumping little bags of gold. Occasionally you hear a jingle jingle as gold falls onto this bigger pile. You're not quite sure where it's all coming from, but after you see one of them drop a nugget in there on accident, and it makes a larger, louder clang, you can assume they might be getting it from the cave somehow. You do also notice little holes kind of up in these rafters that they seem to be going in and out of. After this gold nugget kind of makes a clang, you notice the eye appear as the curled up form of Zer slowly unravels to reveal the large hulking form of a red dragon. They look to be of an adult dragon, clearly not very old, but not very young either. And they unfurl and kind of like, they're not humanoids, so they don't stretch normally, dragons, but he kind of like moves his head around his neck in a circle, looks over to the kobold who's standing there fearfully at the top of the rafters, pinching the gold nugget with its talons. He just kind of drops it back up on the rafter, and the kobold picks it up very quickly, shoving it in a bag and running back into the hole. And you watch as Zer kind of turns back down and looks straight at Darius, almost ignoring the rest of you, speaking to you finally. Darius, you awaken me from my nap for what? What purpose? I bring gifts. And he kind of like elbows the Tempest and Lixin and Yarthel, like, show them.
I'll show my gifts.
Listen's gonna pull out the fine clothes and clear his throat a bit.
Oh.
Gifts from the Draconist people.
Oh, really? Goodness, it's been a while since I've heard from them. I heard their prince went missing a while back. They've really been on a dutiful search. Just hand it to the kobold coming by, and you notice a little kobold just kind of, and he holds out his hands to Yarthil first. Do you give him what you're offering?
Yeah. So it's just like one golden earring and two like metal bar earrings.
And the kobold also walks over to Lixin and holds out his hands as well, waiting for
Lixin's gonna smile and then kneel down to give them to him, and then just kind of pat him on the head.
And then he kind of waddles off with everything, taking it up to the rafters, seemingly through another hole. He didn't seem to like the head pat. And Zerg continues to address Darius with a snide tone. What is it you're here to talk with me about? And who are these? I'm not sure what to call them, but who are these people you bring with you into my lair? These people are constituents. They're mediators. We're here on account of, your recent expansion. It is not that harmful, Darius. I would never do such a thing to hurt anyone. But I'm terrible with people things. Trying
to. It's Zerg, right?
Yes.
That's the dragon we're talking about.
Yes,
cool.
that's the name.
Yes, Zerg.
I'm here in front of you today to speak on behalf of the Draconist people.
Oh?
That we implore you to reconsider your expansion project for the peace of all of Renovamen.
But why would you have such a problem with it? It's the mountains, not your home. I wouldn't expand in there at any cost, really.
No, we are aware, but I, for one, as a dignitary, would like to be able to see all sorts of people be able to thrive and live in their own home.
I assure you there wouldn't be any fights if I were to expand. Not any that people wouldn't win.
That is our concern. You see, we believe that all people have a right, or at least I do, believe that the people have a right to their home. Most conflicts can be sorted and solved by communication.
What could possibly be so worthwhile to live there that you would dare encroach onto my territory? Is it really such a prosperous place right outside of a forest filled with elves to live in? From what I understand, those elves were advocating for the death of your very people. Still are. And yet you protect them so diligently? I don't understand your motives here.
There was a dragonborn before me who tried diligently to use words instead of violence to solve problems. And unfortunately, that dragonborn is no longer with us. But I am here to try to carry on that legacy for him.
But where does this come in to be your problem? I would be killing thousands of elves if a fight were even to break out. Thousands upon thousands, people who've, frankly, wronged you. So why do you You look familiar to me. The three of you. Where have I heard of you? You notice as Zer makes this remark, Darius is like, they,
I'm trying to think of what the word I'm wanting to use. Not like prince or princess, obviously, because that's uses.
Darius is going to continue to stammer until someone corrects him.
Vixen, Sarakas. I am the missing prince.
Oh. It's
These are my compatriots
funny you mentioned
who have saved
that. Before Zer can even finish, you hear from up the hall, no, don't, stop, no, it's not a dog, stop it. And the clanging steps of Faith coming down the stairs as Persephone behind him is clearly trying to catch up with him and get back, but they're not down the stairs completely just yet. You can hear them further up the stairs. The cave entrance was very long, and Persephone is chasing Faith, but they haven't
You realize Cedar's not here, right?
I know,
Yeah,
that's
Cedar
why
rolled.
that's why I added the next
I
one.
did, because the next one was a natural one.
How
But I got called
were
away.
you rolling?
Yeah,
Jesus!
I was gone for a while, so I had to do 2. And then the next one I was doing to get ready for in 5 minutes, which was at 8:35 for me, but I just got called away, so I let Zombie know that I rolled the nat 1 in advance, so when I get back, I'll be here.
Faith is coming down the stairs, but hasn't made
But
it
I
yet.
won't be here for a while. You have time.
I don't know what's going on up there, but I'm sure it's fine. I'll... you two? The two kobolds kind of look up. Go check on that. If they're hostile, kill them. I don't really care. Where were we? Right, yes. You. It's funny you mention this, because Lixen Sarakas is apparently traveling with a group hell-bent on killing a dead lich.
We are?
Jethel.
Sorry.
Yes. You look rather new, but I have heard of you, Yarville.
Howdy. Oh, you have?
But
What have
mainly
you
the
heard
one that strikes my attention is you. And he points his talon straight at Tempest. You're a part of that little group, aren't you? Little group that is trying to kill Mortiferum. Is that correct?
Y'all was looking at Tempest like curiously, just huh?
I see
Yes,
not
it
what
is.
I don't think you're really meant to be down here then. He's
Probably not.
exactly doing anything to suggest aggression, but after he states this, Darius turns to, why were you not listening to me when He turns and puts his hands up. I apologize, sir. This was not the topic of our conversation. Where were we? No. I will listen to you, but I first want the three of them, to explain to me just how they plan to do this.
I have my own goals and is somewhat distant to these two. I've only just joined, just along for the ride.
That does not answer my question. How do you plan to kill the Great Lich, Mortiferum? A lich that, I need remind you, conquered this island for thousands of years before being, well, he pussy bitched out, but he was a force to be reckoned with for a long time. And you just plan, you budding adventurers who've done nothing but kill a glorified artifact. You plan
More than one, but
to just stroll up and kill him?
Well, there's probably more steps to it than that. I don't think any of us are expecting it to be that easy.
It seems like you are thinking it's going to be that easy. You've strolled into a lair of a dragon whom Darius lest remind you, was a very avid supporter of the man.
But I'm not any longer.
Despite what you might think, he was a little less malevolent and more ambitious. But ambitions get the best of everyone. So, tell me, how do you plan to do it? Just gonna go right on in there? Kill him?
I mean, we've got more artifacts to go through first.
Art? How do you... What do you mean, artifacts? What are you...
Well, there's the
just
sea,
said
and then
artifact.
there was the tree, and then there's 2 more.
They weaken him, don't they?
Wait, the Leave. Get out. I will
Pardon?
listen to Darius. Get out. Get out before I see.
Because I'm not affiliated with them, am I allowed to stay?
You're affiliated with us
You
at
are
this
very
point.
much
But
affiliated.
I don't have any plan to do anything with
Careful.
Mortified. Okay. Well,
Why
that's
leave?
Why leave? Do I need to make my point any clearer through the form of fire? Or do I need to just be merciful here?
We are trying to help Renovamen.
And you have just told me something you shouldn't know about one of my most idolized figures in my entire existence. So, am I going to singe you? Or are you going to let me hear Darius here out?
I wasn't stopping you from doing that.
Jocelyn,
Sorry.
Just to let you all know before you make a decision, you could very easily walk up a couple steps and simply listen in on this conversation. The kind of cave area is the cave curves down, but the actual opening is curved in such a way that you all could walk up and simply hide behind the stalactites and probably not be seen by Zer, who is sitting there.
Sounds good to me.
yeah,
Yeah, I'll try.
we will leave you to be then. I
Thank you.
apologize, sir.
Thank you.
And then, go back.
Yeah, we all just go.
He also looks like he's about to say something, but then goes, another time. That just goes to hide.
You see, as you all make your way up, you kind of see Persephone, as you make your way up to where you might hide and still listen into the conversation, you see Persephone kind of just, like, pushing Faith back, like, trying to get Faith to go back, as Faith just kind of keeps proclaiming on how there's a doggy down there, but clearly you all know that there isn't. Faith remains quiet, though, long enough for this point to come up, as you hear Darius and Zer continue to speak with each other, and Zer asks Darius a very strange question to you all. How do they know? The artifacts have been common knowledge for years. No, they are not. They are not common knowledge for anyone. They were created years ago to protect his palace, and you're telling me you've let a bumbling group of idiots break 2 of them? Have you even checked on the Evertree at this point? No, I haven't, but I expect them to be dealt with in some way. Get them off their quest. I'm not going to do... You're not going to. Really. You're not going to stop. No. That's a bold answer from you. I could singe you right now. You're outnumbered. Where's the rest of your little pity party? I'm not going to stop them. I will not bend to your will. That's rich, Darius, because you sure have. Many, many times you have. When some poor town was within your eyes, you wanted them to live when I wanted to conquer them for my own points. You told me no. Conquer the mountains instead. But suddenly, I'm being told not only is the great Mortiferum in danger of being assassinated by a group of people who have managed to take down 2 artifacts, but you aren't willing to bend to my will here? You're going against me? Why? Oh, this is just a horrible day. You can have his lair. Oh? Keep the fight in the lair and don't go further out. I just leave them alone. I knew you would come around at some point, Darius. You hear a massive sound of, like, what sounds to be like 2 talons kind of clicking together to make a sound. Everyone, prepare for a covert operation. You may leave now. And you hear the clanking steps of the metal armor kind of, coming up the steps as Persephone is sort of looking down to watch Darius come up the steps. Darius hasn't made it up to where he can see you all yet, but he is coming up the stairs. Do we want to try to hide from him, or?
Look, someone's staying right there.
Yeah, I don't care.
You're all just staying as he comes up?
He can
I'm
know.
going to give him the biggest stink eye I possibly can.
Oh,
Same, yeah.
Just like
just
fat,
standing there.
fat stink eye while Tempest
Yeah.
just stands there. Darius makes his way back up to all of you, with Faith still trying to go pet the doggy. And he just kind of looks at you and says, he'll leave the townspeople alone. Thank you.
Oh, don't worry. You don't need to explain. We heard it. Give him just
Yeah.
just the
We heard
most
it.
stink eye.
Let us handle the whole. And he kind of he kind of makes a motion of like slicing across his neck, and then he he doesn't know exactly how to explain the second part, but he pulls out his mace, points at it, and goes, "Doing away with the first letter," and puts his mace back on his back, and he just kind of walks up the stairs further past you all, and he turns to Persephone. Get the clanker under control, and then let's go.
What you mean, Ace? What do you mean, Ace?
No, first M, first letter
Oh, okay.
of the word.
No, wait. It's pretty obvious that you guys are trying to stop us. That's why you took the job.
You
You may have defended us, but
get the clanker under control, and then we're going.
stop calling him.
Calling him.
Persephone just sighs and goes, all right. Then she just kind of pats Faith on the head, and since Faith isn't here, we'll just assume Faith isn't trying to get further in.
We'll pick up Faith.
Pick him up.
We'll just
Just
put him
drag
in
him.
jail. Bring him with us.
Persephone and Darius both kind of make their way further up the stairs as the silence is very deafening, as Zer can't even be heard speaking within his lair, but the slight jingling and clanking of metal very distant in the cave suggests that the kobolds, or even multiple, are preparing for something. And
The dwarfs are going to war.
you're left standing there wondering, just in general. I shouldn't speak to your emotions. We making our way out? Sticking around, talking.
There's a lot happening. Lixon doesn't know how to prove the fucking trust anymore.
Yeah, nothing's just like standing there, just like. I think we should find a place to camp and buckle down for the night. We might need to have a talk around a campfire.
You guys have gone on a long way through the mountains. Might be nice. Smile.
Of course, I've never been out here, so it might be nice to look at the place around.
We want to head to that village then, the sign we saw.
Oh yeah, we could do that.
Fritsuans, is that where you're all headed? Are you all headed out of the cave?
Lixon's gonna
I-
head that way.
I'll follow Lixon.
Tempest?
Yeah.
You all kind of make your way out of the cave very slowly, you know. There's many steps, and it's kind of awkward with, you know, Darius right in front of you, just kind of walking up the stairs with you. And as you kind of make your way back up and out of the lair, you see kind of Darius kind of pats Persephone on the back and motions for everybody to get up, and they all kind of check their bags, seemingly doing some kind of post-mission ritual, checking their bags, making sure everything's okay, checking their armor. They're probably going to be preoccupied for a moment. Everybody make me a perception check.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
24.
Oh dear.
24.
22.
22.
8. I'm
8.
having real bad rolls today.
You got a 20 earlier.
Oh yeah.
Wait, so 8 for Lixon?
Yeah.
These are small details, so Faith and Lixon, you don't exactly pick up on it. You see what everybody else is a post-mission ritual. Yarthil and Tempest, you notice that they're doing very specific things. Gragung is looking at a bunch of papers, flipping through them. Grok is kind of watching everybody else. Nabiab is kind of like messing with their fur somehow. But the two that strike you the most odd is Darius refuses to lift up his armor. He's wiping his armor on the outside, but he refuses to lift it up to clean underneath. And Persephone refuses to touch her robe in any sense of the word. She's being extra careful to take her bag out and sift through, look at it, and she doesn't even look under her robe at all, kind of looking back to see if anybody's looking at her while she's, you know, fixing up her bag. But you all kind of just take these details as odd as you continue to walk. Oh?
Can I insight check? Why was I going to say pomegranate?
Persephone?
Persephone.
Well,
That's
Persephone
why.
is commonly associated with
Yeah, that's why I guess.
Yeah.
Can I insight check her to see if, like, is she really a cleric, or does she not want to be it but was put in the party as one?
You're trying to see if she's hiding
Like,
something?
what? Basically, why she wasn't touching her cloak.
Yeah, go ahead. You can roll insight on that.
Oh, not 20 for a 27?
You see as the now snow beginning to fall over the mountains shows and the wind kind of blows on Persephone's cloak. It's a very little detail you catch as you go along, but you swear as the wind blows against the back of her cloak, you could see what looked to be the outline of closed wings on her back, covered by the cloak, granted, but seemingly underneath it, and this seems to be why she was so careful about actually touching her cloak.
Oh.
And no, I wouldn't say that. You all are walking away by this point. You all continue your journey through the mountains, you know, ignoring the sign and now going down to the path that states Fritsuans. And slowly, as you make your way down to the place of Fritsuans, it's been a couple extra hours, you know. It's getting to be later in the day. It took you, we'll say 4 hours to get through the snowing mountains on foot, through the paths, and making your way down. You finally, and let me get out the map again because I forgot to to put it out, you all make it to... God damn it, let me find it. You all make it to the town of Frietsuens once more, coming across it. And it's a very nice sight to Tempest. You know, you remember your previous adventures here where you, well, rescued a man from being kidnapped underground. That might have been the more harrowing part, but you remember, you know, the times you've had here and probably reminisce a little bit on Lepori as well. You know, the fact that this was one of the last few places that could have ever seen Lepori alive come to mind. Oh god, I'm fucking moving everything and it sucks. But you're kind of behind. You kind of get spat out right behind the local supply cache where, you know, normally people would resupply themselves here in Frietsuens. And with it being about, let's see, it would have been 2 p.m. by the time you left. It's 4 hours. At about 6 p.m., you know, everybody's going and back to their tents, eating what rations they have, getting ready to go to bed soon to prepare for the journey ahead. You all are spat out straight into Frietsuens and are free to roam around. The Cold Gear trade post, I should remark, though, is still a smoldering mess from the previous time that you all had come here, where Lepori threw a flask of flashfire oil and blew the bitch up because there was a racist in there, and that also comes to mind. But everybody else, you're not quite sure why the thing's a smoldering mess. Or would Lixon know?
Lixon would not.
Lixon
No, this was
wouldn't.
before you saved me.
Yeah, you all saved Lixon past the cave at Denza Point. Lixon wouldn't know why. But yeah, you're free to all...
I don't know. I am probably keeping an extra close eye on Lixon and Yarthel in case there's more racists, though.
What? Racism. Where are we headed? In this little town? Silent.
Do you want to go to the feast hall and get some food in before you sleep?
Probably a good idea.
Yeah.
You all would be hungry by this point, and rations aren't exactly the most grandest of dish. You all heading to the feast hall?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep.
Kind of getting to the door of the feast hall, you hear what sounds to be various sounds of music and dancing. It sounds like the feast hall at this time of day is pretty lively. Faith has kind of walked off to go stand and look for a tent, even though they're still... Actually, no, they would be coming off the high at this point. Faith has gone off to look for the tent, but you hear a grand music coming from within, and not that I'm ending session, but I'm not. I'm gonna be right back. You all conversate between yourselves. I gotta do what I have to do every night. I'll be back in a couple of minutes.
Have you been here before?
Yep.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You all responsible for the fire outside?
Well.
I've never been here. I think just Tempest.
Oh, I'm guessing before as well.
Yep. I think Lepori is actually the reason it went boom. But they deserved it.
So
We had to break somebody out of the prison here.
has a weakness to fire, but also loves fire. Okay.
Anybody's got a weakness to fire. Lepori's not on this high pedestal you seem to think.
I've only heard things about Lepori that seems like some sort of minor trickster god.
Okay, well, I've been here with Lepori since we both got here to fucking Renovamen.
Oh, is Lepori not native?
No, Lepori is not.
Oh, well, seems like I'm missing a... So do you want to just, like, talk about them? 'Cause,
Why
like,
do you want to know so much about Lepori?
You realize that I understand you want to know more about this, but you are asking people to talk about their dead friend, who's maybe not even dead. We don't know. But as far as we're aware, is dead. You weren't there for it, so stop trying to ask questions about something that's clearly making us emotional.
Well, I didn't mean to make you all emotional about it. genuinely wanted some answers and facts about it. As seemingly when I
Lapori
joined,
is
that was
just
the,
a normal
it was
creature, whatever, who's got a penchant for wanting money, likes stealing stuff, had questionable morals.
okay. The first thing that you all kind of said to me was about Lapori.
Because right before we met you, practically was when Lapori died.
Yeah, and I didn't want to rub it in at all during that time, so I didn't ask as many questions. But then I kept hearing things. But I apologize for making you feel uncomfortable.
Listen's
guessing
just
you all-
staying real quiet.
Guess you all really enjoy Lapori's company.
Again, somebody I've been with the whole time we were here.
Well, I hope I'm not being a replacement or anything.
No,
Really-
Yossel, we have nothing
really
against
scared.
you.
I'm sorry. I'm just not used to talking as much.
It's fine. Everybody else that was on that ship is gone too, so it doesn't really matter.
Oh, the same way, or?
No, they were gone a lot longer.
Oh, okay.
Most of them just kind of fizzled out.
Hmm.
Well, I mean, I only knew 2 of them, so
Yeah. Anyway, how? Just like is looking at the like kind of general direction of where the fire would be. How?
How what?
How that big of a flame? I heard he cast
Um,
spells, or they cast spells, but
Pretty sure that one's from the oil.
oil?
Fuck, what the fuck was the name?
Flash fire.
Flash fire oil.
Flash
Oh.
fire.
Flash fire oil.
Yeah,
Maybe
Lapori
I'll
had
just
some.
Which is slightly. Oh, what does it do?
it
Is it like-
causes an explosion, I am pretty sure.
Boom!
Oh, wow. But it's
Also
an
what
oil.
killed Lapori.
It's an oil instead of a liquid or like a magic.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Just humor him, I think he just doesn't know a lot of things.
Yeah, I have been pretty sheltered all my life. I was kind of having to be kept inside in secret because gestures to self.
Well, now you're out of that area, and hopefully you can find a little bit more peace.
Yeah, it's beautiful out here. I'm really
You
gonna
have
get
questions to anything non-Lapori related.
out. Well, what do you guys kind of do? We've had like a fight together, but I haven't said too much. Especially you. I think I was just carrying on my back for most of it, Lixon. But
I'm a sorcerer.
oh,
I come from a long line of ice dragons.
oh, I come from Thunder Dragons. As you can see that by the blue. Well, I met someone else with draconic lineages. I didn't find many others in Denzer, obviously.
You'll probably meet a lot more.
Oh, really?
Well, if we ever get our ways back over the Draco Nest.
Yeah, I'd love to visit. I've never
You'd
been
be
there,
surprised where they pop up. We had to save one from the prison. You
Oh.
probably will never want to go in there.
but a prison?
Yeah, it's the building right next.
Talk to the royal boy.
It's they did some fucked up things to some
Oh.
Dragonborns.
Oh,
We only managed to save one of them.
quite sad.
He's back with his dad now, though. So
What? Is it a back with his dad or back with his dad?
back with his dad.
Okay, I was like, you mean his dad's also passed on, and then he was
No.
with
His
his
dad
dad,
actually
or-
managed to got here around the same time as we were just getting out. So due to I think mostly somewhat because of the war that Lapori we kind of.
Am I allowed to ask about that?
So we stole the deed to a town.
Why?
So, Kansuo, oh, dude, we just, we kind of killed the mayor.
Yeah, and then you blamed it on the sister. Sorry, no cough there.
Yeah, Kendra sucks.
Oh, Kendra. Who's Kendra?
The mayor's sister,
Okay.
Kansuo, who I think is also dead.
Oh. Okay, dead or dead?
Dead.
Did you see the body? Listen, I'm not gonna say anything, but currently, your track record of people who have not been dead.
Have you seen anyone that we've killed come back?
I don't know who you killed.
Nobody's came back. Nobody who we've seen die or know is dead, have we've seen be alive.
I thought you just said you tried to kill Kendra, and then she came back.
I said we killed the mayor.
Oh, the mayor, sorry.
What about Sorsen? Sorry, I'm not helping your case, am I?
What about Sorsen?
As we've established, Sorsen got out because Sorsen used magic. Sorsen literally told us that.
Oh.
Okay, yes, but you said you... Okay, never mind.
We didn't actually, like...
What about John? Oh, hey.
I'm here too.
Says hi
Hey, what's
to
up,
the DM.
Zombie?
Hey, Faith.
I'm back too.
You've rejoined the party at this point, I assume. You're not high anymore. You've all made it
Obviously
through
not,
the.
but he's still reeling.
Still reeling.
Do they
yes.
have alcohol in this feast hall?
As you open the door, it becomes
I need a lot.
incredibly obvious that yes, there is alcohol in this hall, as several dwarves are shouting over each other, yelling even, ale in hand, raising their mugs, and lots of dancing going on within the middle of the floor. There's kind of a large dance floor in the middle and tables surrounding this dance floor. There's only chairs on one side of the tables, and it seems to be that everybody who sits at the table is there to watch the dancing, as lots of dwarves are raising their glasses into the air and, cheering on the dwarves dancing in the center. You all are very out of place in this feast hall, as there are no other people in here other than dwarves. You don't get any nasty looks because of it, but you look very out of place.
No racism.
I need some alcohol.
There are a couple of seats that are open closest to the door. There's two on the left side, or on the right side to the row of tables, and then there's two on the left side where there are a row of tables. And you see, waitresses are making their way around to get everybody's orders. But you'll have to sit two and two.
It's fine. I'm gonna go take a leak. I don't know. I'm in the voice. I'm gonna go take a whiz outside. I'll be back, but I'm gonna take some fresh air. So I'll just be back in a bit. I'll go outside.
Lexington's just gonna go sit at one of the tables.
I think I need a minute too. I think I'm going to. I need more than a breath of fresh air, considering I'm just now awake. Since I haven't been awake the last 4 or 5 hours.
So Lixin and Tempest are sitting together. Yarthil and Faith, you're both going outside?
Yeah, Faith needs to try and understand what the fuck just happened, because Faith has no recollection of what just happened.
Yarthil, I assume you're gonna explain to Faith that.
You're both going to piss.
I'm good. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'll be around the corner. But
Faith is Faith is outside, but not watching Yarthil piss.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go around the corner and be like, I'm also gonna take a walk. So don't wait up for me. I'm in the waist. I'm gonna go for a walk as well. So don't wait up for me. I need to meditate.
Yarthil is sus. Yarthil's the imposter.
Faith needs somebody to talk to.
Oh no! Are you just gonna go back in and stand near
There's Faith needing, because there's Faith with Yarthil being the first person to know about the horn, and then there's Faith not wanting to intrude. The first option's more like Faith.
Mm-hmm.
Faith needs
Faith would probably want to meditate, since that's literally what Yarslo just said. Faith needs a moment to just try and like understand what the fuck just happened.
Lixon, we'll come back to the two of you outside, but Lixon and Tempest, are you all talking about anything before a waitress makes their way to your table and, you know, asks for your order?
Hang on, I'm trying to think of something here.
I mean, I know what I want to talk about, but also I'm like,
Talk about it.
Talk about it. Chat it up.
Hey, what do you want to talk about?
The guys aren't in the room. We aren't in here. We aren't here. Right?
Lixon,
Mhm.
does Yurtle seem off to you?
Yes, very off.
Like, there was during that conversation, like, Panda, was that you genuinely accidentally?
Uh-huh.
Was that you genuinely accidentally using the names, or was that in character?
Which one?
When you said like Jublin and stuff.
Oh, I think that was just me being stupid.
Okay, I was like, was that you or was that your character?
Yeah, I can't remember. I know. I'm stupid. Just making sure. So I'm gonna be like, no. In case I didn't know.
But that answer is a maybe.
No,
Oh God.
I didn't say it. No. Okay. So Yathil didn't say it because I'm not sure if I would know it or not. Basically. So
That's why
Yathil
that's
did not say it.
literally why I'm so confused. Is because you kept saying stuff. And
Yeah, like,
characters is
but I'm
not?
also stupid, and there is a possibility Yathil know, but I'm not 100% sure.
Cool,
I didn't want to
cool.
ask Zombie because Zombie wasn't here.
Yeah, fair, fair.
No.
He asks about Lapori a lot.
Yeah. I think it might be messed up in that.
I mean, my first thought was that he was part of whatever ranking Lapori was in. With the assassination thing.
Yeah, that makes some sense. I don't know.
I don't know. He just seems off. Doesn't want to open up to anyone.
Just keep an eye on it.
I'm doing my best.
Great. I need some alcohol now.
As you all kind of finishes up this conversation, with perfect timing, a waitress comes over. Can I get you 2 lasses anything? From the bar, from the
I need
kitchen.
the strongest drink you have.
Oh, lass, I don't know if you...
Just give me it.
Trust her, she can handle it.
The dragon's tear, you want that?
I don't care what it is, just get it.
Alright, you asked for it. For you? Big one?
Something not.
Pink one.
Lixon doesn't drink, so it's like, something that's light, I guess. I don't really drink.
Do you not want any alcohol? We don't judge.
Just something other than alcohol.
Alright, yeah, we could do that for you. Any food, or are you still thinking before you order? Are you still thinking on that? I can come back.
What do you
Yeah,
have
just-
for food?
Oh, we got fish, we got steak, we got a lot of meat. I mean, I'll be honest. There's a lot of meat that we have. We've got vegetables, I guess, but very rare, very expensive here.
What do you recommend?
We've got Fritzoon's kale. I mean, that's a delicacy around here, but
Sure.
it's very expensive.
How much is it?
50 per head.
50 what?
Gold. I apologize.
50 gold!
There it-
Wow!
We are in the tundra, ma'am. I mean, it's going to be hard to grow anything out here. It's a miracle it grew at all.
Hey, what do you recommend? That's not like that anybody could get.
I recommend the steak. We make good steak.
How much is that?
It's a good 15 pesos if you want a more heavier side, but if you want to get the lightest, which is half a pound, we can get you set on that for about 5 silver pieces a person. Oh, I'm sorry, this in the tundra we get a lot of God, sorry. In the tundra we get a lot of ailments here. I apologize. My voice has been shot for the past 5 days.
Me
Yeah,
too.
I'll take the cheap one.
All right.
I will as well.
I'll be back out with your food in a minute. And she kind of walks off to go prepare your orders. As for Faith and Yarthil outside, Faith, Yarthil has completely disappeared. They've dashed off to somewhere. You're not quite sure where they've gone to.
Can I get like a general, like, can I try and use like a perception check to like get a general vicinity of where Yarthel could have gone?
Sure, go ahead.
That is a dirty 20.
Looking around, hold on. Looking around, you can't really discern that Yarthil would go anywhere too crazy. I mean, you could see the empty space being by the next, you could see the empty space being by the supply cache, being a nice place to meditate. Maybe in one of the tents, maybe you found one that they stuck in. They could have gone up to the Cold Gear trade post, which is now more the burnt down Cold Gear trade post, but shh, we don't talk about that part. But you can't really determine where exactly. You can't pinpoint it, but you have a good few ideas.
How long would it take to go to every spot, like, over time?
Where would you be starting? Because I'd say maybe a couple minutes
Probably
to walk
at
around.
the trading post to start.
Alright. You make your way kind of up to the, hold on, let me just put all of the markers where they're supposed to be. You kind of make your way up to the Cold Gear trade post, and you kind of, hold on. You know, kind of looking around in the smoldering remains of the trade post. You don't really see Yarthil in there, but I'm assuming Yarthil chime in here. Yarthil is kind of to your right. You kind of hear like the knock, knock, knock on a door, and you see Yarthil as you turn. You see Yarthil kind of knocking on the door of this very nice looking house to your right. You're not exactly sure what this house is, but there's Yarthil knocking at it. Making your way over.
Oh. Yeah. I'll make my way
I'm
over
gonna leave
slowly.
that between the two of you.
I'll like see you, like kind of hear you come and go. Oh, oh, hey, Faith.
What's with the door knocking?
Oh, I was on my way to go piss, but this house looked way too lovely. I want to go like talk to whoever it was. I've never been here before, but it looks really cool.
Faith, looking through the window, you can see the house is completely empty. No one's in there.
Okay.
He also turns around and knocks again. Just like,
Knock, knock, knock.
oh,
Yarthel,
I don't know if anyone.
you know you can tell me anything, right?
Yeah.
You sort of, and he's like knocking on his chest. You sort of know more than most people let on.
Yeah, I know a lot. You should see like a little ear twitch. Yeah, I know a lot, but I've had like been keeping anything from you. Ear twitch.
I'm just gonna roll a perception check to see if Faith catches that, the ear twitching. Yeah, that's a nat 20. He noticed. Faith instinctually is going to cast Zone of Truth again.
Make someone scream.
Oh, sorry.
That's a charisma save. You just beat me. Dave. Fuck. So I don't know. I don't think I know.
Yeah,
You know, I know I do know if you're lying or not. So Faith is just like,
You don't know. Like,
Listen,
listen, you don't have to get to like that sort of.
He's like, I knew you're not being the most truthful person ever known to man.
What do you mean?
And trust me, I've worked with a few liars and cheats.
I don't know what you're talking about, Faith. If you know either what you're talking about.
I think I know a few things.
Oh, do you? What do you know? Please tell me.
Let me look at
See
something
y'all.
here.
I like kind of stepped
God damn it! I'll be right back.
close.
Okay.
Did.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I knew
What?
something was wrong.
What?
What do you mean what? Getting closer to within 5 feet, you had to
Yeah,
specify
because
that.
if I'm within 5 feet of a
Yeah,
spellcaster,
yeah,
I have
yeah.
advantage on the saving throw.
Oh,
I don't know what
yeah.
the fuck you're doing. You're scaring me.
I
You're
scare
scaring me.
myself. I scare
No.
myself.
We do. We don't have to resort to magic.
We
So I find it.
can resort to honesty.
Yeah,
Then
being
why are
honest.
you knocking on a person's door that's not? The lights are on.
It is tons around, tons back. So I'm fucking stupid.
Is there an ear
I
twitch
genuinely
after he
thought they were
said?
home. Oh, you can roll
Okay.
whatever inside. Whatever inside. You thought someone was oh. Like he just yeah. So whatever insight, you know that Yathel is stupid and thought someone was home.
I'm gonna give you
Of what?
but
If
I expect some sort of honesty,
I'm being honest. I am just stupid.
considering I gave you some truth in my life. I'm not even fully telling you a lot. There's some things you know. There's some things you don't know. Considering I'm breaking it at this point, and you shows like there's and edges and stuff like. I know we didn't get my
I
chip.
wish I could know how to help you. You seem in a rough spot, and I don't really like seeing people in a
my
rough
chip.
spot.
We need my
No,
chip.
but I like right now. I can't help you.
Obviously, I didn't think that was.
It's not that I'm being dishonest with you. It's more just I don't have much to tell. My life story is just kind of I grew up, was bullied, learned how to punch, found I could do dragon power things, and now I'm here. Need anything else?
Well, I was going to ask you if you that
Why?
before. You told me that you, for your own,
I'm a master of my own. I am a master of my own bladder. I have meditated. I meditated for like a day before, and I had to hold it in.
That's not how that works.
I've meditated for a day before, and I've
I'm
had to
trying
hold
my
it
hardest
in.
not to laugh right now.
I just hold it.
I don't. What is this conversation? Can we just go?
Yeah, well,
go do your your person
I
thing.
will do. I'm gonna like go up to. Okay, put like a hand. Like, genuinely of information as I just much a few things out of my backstory that I told you, but isn't important. Like, yes, I did beat up those bullies that were hurting me, but I don't really need to say that. Trust me.
Just go piss.
All right, let me go
I
piss.
don't need the.
I'm gonna go to like. I'm gonna go
Damn it.
behind the like his house. You just hear.
No, I don't. Can you not do that? Like, ever again?
empower them to hear.
P and me.
This is why you
Yathel
can't
is
leave
full,
us
like,
too. You can't
Yathel
leave us
is
to do
fucking full on
anything.
laughing. Yathel is like chuckling to stuff.
I'm
Why? Oh, come on, Faith. And like go over and just like literally give Faith a hug. And like pat him on the back a few times. Come on.
That's okay. Let's a
No,
little touchy feely here. That's not the not-
what do you mean? I actually held Lixon on my back.
No, I mean like normally with people, with me.
Oh.
We don't do
Well,
the
I
whole-
don't know. I like to feel the warmth of others, and you're quite warm.
Trust me, when you get built with like 20 other versions of yourself with different variations, you don't really get fleshed out all that much.
Yeah, but those imperfections are what make you. Look at me, I'm half dragonborn, half elf. I'm a monstrosity to most eyes, but I'm still fighting. No one's come and take me down yet.
Well, I'll give you that one. I
Come on, we can trust each other. We've shared so much to each other.
guess so. I think that I'm at this point I think I'll turn to a piece of iron at the rate that I'm going.
Well, I'll try to stop that from happening.
Well, considering I don't know, I don't even know what happened after.
You kind of got high on smoke and then went to see a dragon saying it was a dog. Try to pet it. We had to bring you out.
That's great. So all of you by yourselves decided to pull me from a dragon's
What?
den.
No,
Just-
we kind of put you into the other group where
The what?
people who the other
Faith is instinctually just like hearing other group and is like immediately.
Oh yeah, so you know those people who like said they were going to take over the like mission. They were there, but we kind of helped them. We should probably talk about this with Lixon and Tempest.
Hey, sorry.
You probably should.
What's
So
happening?
let's meditate for like 10 minutes.
We had a whole 5-minute discussion. And
it was great.
It devolved
I
into key and piss.
Key and P, and then Yathel pissed, and then we're now meditating and just sitting
And then
outside
shook
of
it
the,
out.
Yeah, no, we was sitting outside of the mayor's house, basically. We're just meditating for 10 minutes.
How
Lovely.
did you know it was the mayor's house?
The leader's house.
Oh, okay.
Faith wouldn't know
I'm
that,
like, what are we
but
I'm like,
that's the
no, I
house,
wouldn't
y'all.
know that. That's when I'm like, which house are we talking about?
So you all are meditating outside while... Don't make it sound like you're slurping up your piss.
That was a laugh.
Oh,
was-
sorry.
It's even
Anyway.
worse.
You're all meditating outside the
Yeah.
mayor's house for 10 minutes.
Yeah, me
Right
and-
in front of the mayor's house, we just sees these two fucking.
Do you all head back to the feast hall after you're done?
Does Faith?
I mean, I think I would probably afterwards.
Does your
Alright, I'll follow.
All right, the two of you kind of go back into the feast hall and make your way finally back into the feast hall where no one has taken the seats that you've all sat in quite yet, or that were open before. So you both seat yourselves with Lixon and Tempest both sitting directly across from you. And do you all call a waitress over to order food? Tempest and Lixon, your food and drinks have already gotten here by this point, and
Oh God.
I
I
imagine
don't need food, so
Yathel just like sits down like with a big smile and goes, "Wow, I'm starving.
I don't eat.
I do. I'll eat a lot."
a waitress kind of comes over and speaks to you, and you know she addresses you. Oh, hello, lads. What could I get for you today? You know,
He's like Yathel just like looks down for a bit.
please,
Oh,
please don't do that, sir. That's very patronizing.
Oh no!
Oh.
They're like Yato's looking down at themselves. Not at her. Like is looking down at themselves, like usually to like around the pocket area because Yato doesn't have any fucking money.
Oh,
And Yato
Faith
goes,
has money.
I don't have money. I just realized.
I mean, I can pay for the two of us if necessary.
No, that's fine.
alright, no, I can work with that. Just what do you want? I mean, we've got lots of meat. We've got
lots of meat.
lot of
Meat.
what we got?
A steak and a maid would be amazing.
All right then, yeah, we got that.
Sorry, I sometimes slip into the wrong accent. Yeah, steak and meat would be great.
No worries, I do too. I'll be back with anything for the bot or we.
If
you'd be
you,
alright.
you know that piece of wood that you have,
Oh, do you need fuel? We can get you fuel.
you just char that like to pure.
Yeah,
Charcoal.
we have charcoal. Don't worry. I'll bring you out some. It'll free of charge. I know you need it to live. And she kind of turns and
Get a little more to live.
walks back towards a kitchen area behind a big chair. Now, this chair...
Chair.
There's a chair kind of at the end of where the dance floor is, where everybody's kind of dancing in the middle. There's a large chair where, Tempest, you recognize this man sitting there to be the leader of Fritsuens, fitted in his regal robes and all. Faith, I believe you would recognize them as well, because you also
No.
were... No, you wouldn't have, actually. Tempest
Nobody
is-
else was here.
Only Tempest.
Bestie.
Nobody else was
Tempest
here.
would be the
I'm
only
not a
one to
willow.
recognize
We're
this
past
man.
the cave at this point. Anywhere we go now, nobody else has been.
Yeah, okay. You notice this man to be the leader. You know, he's fitted in this green garb, jewels and all. You know, he's got a little golden circlet around his head. He's very old, it seems, but being a dwarf, he doesn't exactly show his old age. His hair being a nice white and beard being tied in a nice rope. And some time passes and the waitress who is waiting, Yarthil and Faith, brings out another or a bag of charcoal and the food, and you all kind of you go through, you know, your meals. You know, nothing really happens. People begin to join the dance more. The time goes by.
No, I need to know how drunk I get from that.
Right, yes, Tempest. As you know, I imagine you eat your food first, then go for the drink. Looking at this
I hope you
drink,
would.
it's a very purple color, but somehow the liquid is almost transparent. You're able to see the bottom of the mug through this stuff. Are you just down in that shit?
Honestly, yeah, why not?
Make me
Chug, chug.
make
Chug,
me
chug,
3
chug.
con saves. If you fail 2, you're feeling the full effects of this shit.
Can't help you.
Best of 3
What am I-
here.
What am I trying to hit?
Roll me 3 con saves, succeed on 2,
Troll.
and you'll be mostly fine.
What's a success?
We'll say the DC
You'll find out.
is 17.
Okay.
Oof.
Uh-oh.
Wow, I got 2 18s in a row.
While, you know, you're able to withstand most of this,
Nat 20, okay.
oh lord. You're able to withstand most of the effects of this stuff, you know, but being the dragon's tier, being the strongest shit they have, you're feeling a little tipsy by the time you finish just 1 drink of it, where normal alcohol might take you a couple of bottles to get you to where, you know, you're looking
How
to be.
drunk have you gotten?
I'm 18, Sonny, firstly.
Yeah, so I'm gonna... Okay.
He'll be a little though.
This stuff is strong, and
Nobody's perfect.
it's made you drunk in one go. You're not as hammered as you might have been if you know you were less hardy, but you're definitely drunk by this point after a single drink.
Tempest, are you alright?
It's honestly not that bad.
Oh dear, I fear you could trick anyone and just spawn to the table.
Let's not test that.
It wasn't an offer for a test.
The dwarf
Smooth
to your
out.
right kind of like looks at you, Tempest. It's like, did you just drink a whole mug of this stuff?
Yeah?
And you're fine?
Pretty much, yeah.
Most of us hardened dwarves fall ill after one whole mug of the stuff. You know what? I'm willing to put a little
Okay.
money
Strong
on.
liver?
I'm willing to put a little money on this. And he pulls out. He pulls out a little bag and he opens it to show that it's filled with silver pieces. And he puts it down on the table. There's 50 silver pieces in there. If you drink another 3 without falling ill.
It is 9:30.
Oh wait, reconnection successful. We'll after we finish this up, you know, if Tempest denies it. Do you accept his challenge, Tempest?
Honestly, fuck it, yeah.
Oh
dear.
Oh no.
Do you tell him that?
Yeah.
Alright then, lass. Waitress! And a waitress kind of turns to him. Bring me 3 mugs. We got a lass who's here to challenge me. The king of drinking. Alright, lass, let's see you drink 3 more. Very quickly the waitress runs back into the kitchen and emerges soon with 3 mugs and places these mugs in between you and puts them all down in front of you. All right, lass, we go one at a time. You know, we'll see how you know how sturdy your liver is. Go on, drink the first.
Lixon's face is in his hand right now.
For every one you drink, I'll up the bet, or I'll, you know, up the ante.
Alright.
Ooh, chug.
So are you drinking the first one?
Yeah.
All right, make me a con save then.
Let me see what Sunny got going on.
Are we doing the same thing?
No, I'm gonna say
3. It's not that great.
I'm gonna say since there's 3 mugs in front of you, just make a single con save with the DC being 17 each time.
Okay, first one, nat 20.
Nat 20, you swig this bitch down without any trouble. You're, you know, still drunk and all, things are getting, but you're still fine nonetheless. And the king of drinking's just like, whoa. All right then, and he puts a second bag on the table, presumably being another 50 silver. All right, go on, the next one then. Drink it up. I'd like to see where this is going.
I'd like to see where this is going too.
Lixon's gonna very slowly get up from the table. Lixon doesn't want to get barfed on.
You can come over here. This isn't going well.
Captain's gonna go up to the table and go
Oh my god.
and go just like dance with the people on the dance floor.
So I need a 17 or higher.
Yep.
Okay, 17.
Lovely. Everyone who is currently watching this, Faith and Tempest, since Lixon, you got up, and Yarthil, you're distracted by the dancing. Make me a perception check.
I will. That is a 18.
All right. Tempest?
Oh, I'm rolling too.
Yeah,
you are.
At disadvantage since
Rolling for
you're
yourself.
drunk
Yeah,
and you're drunk
Very
and you're
inebriated.
drinking this whole mug right now.
My god. Honestly, that's amazing. I got a 23 and a 22.
You notice, Faith, you just notice the second part of this, but you notice as he kind of like rubs a coin in between his gloved fingers, you now notice he's wearing gloves, and he flicks it up in the air, and it's almost completely silent as it flips through the air, and almost as if defying physics, moves in such a way to drop into the third mug without splashing. It's almost as if it was pinpoint accuracy and lands in the drink. And as you put down the next one, Faith, you only see him flip a coin that falls into the drink. You see him sitting there. All right, lass, get the last one in. Yeah, you're gonna need
Only
it.
if you get what you get out of it.
What?
I saw that coin. Get
right,
it out.
right. Yeah, sorry. And he puts another 50 silver on the table. Oh, sorry.
No. The coin you put in the drink.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I flip one in there? And he kind of looks at, oh, lass, I'm sorry. I've got tweezers for this. I have a habit of flipping coins when I'm excited. And he kind of like sticks these little tweezers in there and picks the coin out and like, oh, I'm sorry, lass. That one won't be in the bag I'm gonna put on the table. And he kind of puts it back in his pocket. And now the coin's out of the drink.
I don't trust that drink.
Drink!
Is Faith like yelling that across the table?
Across the room, probably.
Lixon's gonna step in and put his hand over the glass.
You wouldn't have seen it. You got
Oh,
up.
I know.
You wouldn't have, you were turned away.
Well, I wasn't turned away. I was backing up. I was like looking at the table, backing up.
Oh, because you didn't know Temp was gonna
You
project
might not have noticed it, but I've said it at this point.
Yeah,
so.
you have. You would see it.
Yeah, so Lixon's gonna walk over and put their hand on top of the cup and be like, perhaps we grab a different one.
You guys are no fun.
What you
just see a Goliath in the corner of the room.
you bunch of chickens? You don't want to finish it up?
No, I do. Just get a different drink. I don't trust you.
Well, excuse
I'll do
me.
it.
I'm the one putting the bounty on
Hey,
the
if you
table
don't,
here.
if you don't believe I can drink it, then you have no issue getting a new one. Won't change anything.
Well, they're very limited supply. You're gonna be needing all the silver to pay for them. You really want another?
Don't trust the coin.
He has a
The
good point.
He
though.
does.
He sighs and he
You
kind
know
of like
what?
pulls the coin out and hands it to you. Here, you want to look at it? Here. And he hands out, and he kind of like holds out the coin to you, and it looks to be just any old silver piece. You looking at it further?
No, I think Zombie's internet's dying.
What?
You stopped. You said it just looks like.
It looks to be.
It looks to be like any other silver piece, not... Oh, I'm tugging at my headphone cord. That's probably it. It looks to be just any other silver piece that you might see. You looking at it further, though, or...?
Yes?
Yeah.
Looking at it further, you notice that this coin isn't made out of silver as, you know, normal silver pieces
Made
are.
out of mercury.
It's made out of iron.
I love iron.
You don't quite know
Is it
what it
cold
is,
iron?
but it's clearly some kind of coin made for, well, you're not sure, just flipping.
Is it
Faith
cold
loves-
iron?
Can I do an
Like
Arcana
corn.
check on it?
You may.
Can I make
Wait, I'm not there. Is it cold iron?
Cold iron?
Is it cold iron?
cold
Was-
ironing thing?
Was
increases-
that...
I'll be back.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, sorry, let's try to wrap this up before my
Okay.
fucking
You been now?
computer explodes.
Yeah.
Well, maybe if you weren't trying to drug me.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa, okay, first
The
off...
dirty 20 from Lexon will tell us.
Dirty
that.
20. Lixon, this is something that you recognize to be a trick coin. It's clearly something that from what you, well, you didn't exactly observe it too well, but you saw him flip it. You assume it's some kind of coin that someone could flip in a certain way so that it maneuvers through the air differently. You kind of make the assumption, though, that it's a magical item.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not drinking this drink.
Alright.
I'll do it.
Alright.
Faith? No.
Alright, fine. Lass, we need a replacement drink. I flip mine into the thing and they're worth it. Oh, yeah, no.
I'll do it.
The waitress kind of comes out, takes the drink, and has conveniently an extra one right on the platter and places it in
Great.
front of you.
Give it to some other patron.
to Tempest and takes the tainted one back to the
Tainted.
kitchen. And now there's a new one sitting in front of you.
Yippee.
Does it look fine?
Do you want to roll to see if it looks fine? Everything. I think I'm about to.
See it.
Yep, I think we're
Wait.
done again.
No,
Zombie?
I think we're good. No, definitely not.
Okay, we
Let's
need
just
to
end.
we need to
end.
You know what? Yeah, we're gonna continue this next time. We'll see where this goes next time, because everything's fucking dying on my end because I'm streaming. Listen, hey, ending the session.
Yeah. Also,
we'll
Wi-Fi.
we'll continue this
called?
later.
Storm.